Morning, morning, family. Good morning, 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 family. Today is the 11th of May, 2026. And today is a very special day. Not only is today my birthday, my born day, happy birthday, Brent 2020, but today is a day full of tears, whining, laughter, joy, anger, rage, melancholy, sadness, depression. It's going to be a mixed bag today, all across, not London, not the UK, the world, it would seem. The world. What happened on the weekend will forever be remembered. What happened in the last 12 hours? What will happen for the next few days will never be forgotten because they are going to ramp it up. They're going to ramp up the tears. They're going to ramp up the complaints. And the thing is, all of them, they'll be doing all of that on deaf ears. Deaf ears! Because when we were quote unquote crying about consistency, crying about PGMOL, crying about VAR, we were told to suck it up. Fix up, look sharp. We were told to buck up, buddies. Cry more, buddies. When events were happening and penalized, that's never happened before and never happened again. When we were complaining about that, they said, stop crying. Cry babies. And now when the foul is the foul is the foul. Now when the foul is the foul is the foul. Is given as a foul. Oh my goodness, uproar. Uproar! And the thing is, oh my goodness, the day before, there were 3 opportunities for the world to cry about fouls that weren't given as fouls, decisions that weren't even put to a second opinion. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Oh, it is a beautiful day. And bear in mind, anybody that comes in today, they're not going to wish me happy birthday. I can guarantee you that. I can make a bet right now. They're not going to wish me happy birthday. So thank you very much for all those who have wished me happy birthday so far. I don't even care about my birthday too tough, to be honest. But I feel good because of what transpired yesterday and what is currently transpiring amongst the football world. Oh, it feels sweet. Oh, it feels sweet. Cry more. Cry more. Let's see who is in the chat. Good morning, Energy. Temi, Ahmed, Bex, Timmy, Imi, DCF Mooks, Easy Bambino, Senior, Chichi Boy. Come on, when we win the league, I'm gonna change your name. I'm gonna give you a name you deserve. Right now, I'm just giving you the name that you have. But when we win the league, I shall promote you. I shall anoint you. Nine Ether, good morning. Good morning, Yvette. Ahmed says, nah, Brent, where are the people them on your birthday? Well, I told them all it's my birthday today, and where are they? Now you'll see firsthand how much they love me. Hmm? Hmm? All right. Amy Snow Globe, Davina. Who else we got? Miraculous Miri, Mindset Champions Elect. Energy. I said that. Morning, Ed. Morning, Ed. Biggest election shake-up in decades, and we make it today an Arsenal unboxing episode. Just imagine. Cry more. Cry more. You're not going to have the day that you want in May, Ed. You're not. We're going to have the day that we deserve. Hmm? Hmm? The thing is, the league is not even over yet, and I'm still confident. I've been as confident as I was at the beginning of this season. And the league is not even over yet. Anything can still happen. Anything can still happen. Natty, morning. Dominic, Reed, I was making noise in the park yesterday. Had to apologize like 100 times. Trussard had me screaming. What the hell? I thought the picture in this thing was you. Go on, go on, Elder. Go on, bad man. Go on. I even thought that you were American. Young Tat and that. Come on, Dominic. Come on, Dominic. Enjoy this day. Enjoy this day. My problem with Arsenal isn't you man winning. It's how many times you man sold me dreams. Not this season, my good man. The man from Uncle, shout you out. Natty says, happy birthday, Brent. Happy birthday to you, big boy. Dominic can't watch the games at home. I make too much noise. BMs hates it. My daughter loves it. BM, as in baby mother? As in plural? Baby mothers? Crazy. Who else we got? Happy birthday, Brent, Davina. Thank you very much, my lovely. I didn't even look deeply into all that foul BS like I don't happen every week, every single week. It happened the day prior to this day. This hallowed Sunday, yeah? It happened on the Saturday. On the Saturday. We just had to suck that up. Keep pushing on. Crazy. Prophecy Arts, happy birthday, Brent. Shout you out. Mel Mother Buff, happy birthday, Brent. Thanks, darling. Y'all didn't tell me it was your birthday until now. Happy birthday, Brent. Y'all didn't tell me. It was just me. Thank you, man from Uncle. Sweetness says, happy birthday, Brent. Hope you have a great day with plenty of happiness and success your way. Thank you very much, my lovely. And it's already started. The success and happiness, it's in my veins at this point. In my veins at this point. Easy Bambino, happy birthday, Brent. Thank you. Thank you. You're going to make me cry. Antivirus Prem. I don't know what that is. Cry more. Need the feeling of winning the league. It'll be a sweet, 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 sweet shutdown of London. The thing is, we're in the heart of Shoreditch. It's gonna be ram. Every single road is gonna be ram. All the water houses are gonna be ram. Yeah? Don't worry. Don't you worry. We'll be ram too. Ramalam, my fam. What else we got? Same way everyone cooked Liverpool for their COVID prem, which was the maddest BS. Life Bodge, Tears, and Hennessy at the parade. 100%. 120%. And the Hennessy is gonna be the chaser. Come on. It's gonna be the chaser. Achievement mindset. Are you getting a present from Eman and the other presenters? Where is Eman and the other presenters? That answers your question. Senior Chichi boy, I take back my happy birthday. It's not yours to give, bro. It's not yours to give. Beck says, happy birthday, Brent. Thank you very much. Where are the emojis attached to that happy birthday? Queen of BUE, morning. Christy! J. Los Gunner, morning, people, them. Come on, you gunners, come on. Queen of BUE says, is it really Brent's birthday? Well, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't. Dr. Mani, good morning. Lol, it's not his birthday? Question. That was a crazy question. It's not his birthday? Question? I mean, if it is, you'd said it's not his birthday, exclamation mark. That's a statement. But this is grey. I don't know what that means. So I'll keep pushing. Ahmed, City are so effing useless. Oh, look at these foul words in the morning. Useless. They're just not good enough. Yeah? They haven't been good enough. They haven't been better than the best. Yeah? Yeah? Just a few days ago, they were relentless. The hounds of Baskerville. Beware of the hounds of Baskerville. Yeah? Yeah? Inevitable. City are inevitable. Arsenal are butlers. And the thing is, the majority of that came from our own fan base. Crazy. The mindsets of my Jenners, yeah? The mindsets of my Jenners. Brushing aside, all of that negativity. The weight of that negativity to come true. And provide us so much sweet joy. T-O-M-I-W, I don't know how to pronounce that. Tomau. Good morning. Lex, good morning. Lynn M32, aka Lynn May, good morning. Tomau. I thought Brent's whole thing was that he would never tell us his birthday. Hey! There's always a new dawn, a new day. Things change. Things change all the time. No longer are we bottlers. We're now cheats. Let's imagine. Things change all the time. Give it 24 hours. It will change again. Come on. While the world burns. these cheats are enjoying it. Hmm? What we got? What we got? Energy Bar says we don't know for sure, but send your well wishes. Regards. I love that. I love that energy. I love it. You're not sure, but send it anyway, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Ahmed says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's facts. I say, Dortmund, learn from Arsenal. I am so tired of maxing at second. Crud Crew, big up Brent on his Earth Strong. Thank you very much, big boy. I hope it is that you enjoyed the game yesterday. I hope it is that you got home safely. I saw some Arsenal fans being kicked out of the West Ham end. Well, the entire thing is the West Ham end, but they collapsed. Why, oh why did they not keep that joy inside, huh? Hmm? Just keep quiet. Now you're just tumbling down these flights of stairs. Serves you right. But at least you're mending whilst joyful on this hallowed Monday, the 11th of May, 2026. Dr. Amani, happy belated or pre-birthday or actual birthday. Come on, I like that better. Cover all bases. I like that. I like that. TC, happy birthday. Pratatata. My Jenna, I genuinely think you might have turned the corner because over years you were touching Prem, but UCL final. Of course, we've turned the corner. We turned the corner like four years ago, man. 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It's just that the world and our fan base have been applying the pressure. Hmm? Hmm? Senior Chichi Boy says he doesn't tell us how old he is. I'm 54, brethren. 54. Your day came with a virus. You are bad luck. What kind of message is that? I didn't bring no virus. Unless the virus is success, then you're welcome. You're welcome. America says that's an exclamation, a statement. Brent. All right. Shout you out. Who we got? Yeah, energy. The Sharks, 100%. Man City were the Sharks, the inevitable Sharks. Morning, Mel. Queen Beauty, yes, I would know, just like how you did know mine. No, we're not playing this game. This is not tit for tat. This is not tit for tat. On the first day, I tell everybody in my family that it's my birthday on the 11th. Nobody's here, and nobody. In fact, they might be planning something, a surprise or something. Lord knows. I don't like surprises, to be honest. I'm not jumpy or anything. I don't get scared, which is kind of weird for some people to kind of witness. They'll be like, ah! I just be looking at them and I just giggle. That's not me. Loud noises, bang! Yeah, I'll turn around, but you ain't hearing, ah! That's not me. That's not me. Some fans are too funny, man. Trying to run York and Arteta out the club. Nah, anyway, it's not the time to be talking about Gyökeres at all. At all. He played good the other day. Apparently, he was the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, but he's done enough during this particular part of the season for me to hold off on that analysis till the end of the season. David Wright for president. Brent's birthday is in Jan. Don't believe his lies. What? The helly? Okay. Fair. My birthday's in January, if you want. I don't believe this. Sorry. Fair. Okay. Akuya. Morning to the Arsenal fans. Come on. And the Arsenal fans only. Come. Good morning. Good morning. Hold up. Prophetia says, I thought your birthday was around January based on previous conversations on this POD. What does POD mean, you You've capitalized it like their acronyms, bro. P.O.D. Podcast of Dreams. Huh? 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 Tribalism. The way them man got dashed down the stairs, yeah, it was terrible. It was hilarious. How you gonna be? How you gonna be in the West Ham um stands and be screaming, "Come on, Gunners. Take the tumble, yeah, take the tumble, take the tumble." 100% they could have bust their head though. That should be attempted murder. If it is really deep, that could easily be classified as attempted murder. Easily. I never tumbled down the stairs before, but concrete stairs with railings and West Ham fans like feral West Ham fans around you, nah, it's attempted murder. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Yeah? Yeah, bro. The stadium was mad. A man got kicked down the stairs. A couple of them did. We've seen the videos. Von, happy birthday. My Jenna. The stadium stairs are extra steep as well. Very steep. I don't know how it is. When I saw some of the fans kind of running down behind, like, nip, 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 quick. I was like, whoa. Them's like a 90-degree descent. Crazy. On them bubbles. I ain't seen no bubbles. I saw them at the beginning of the game. I ain't seen them at the end of the game. Bubbles. Bye. Bye. I remember when I swear West Ham was singing along with the City fans. And then saying how Arsenal bottled it. Okay. Bye. I was blessed though. I was in the way and my I'm in Japan. I saw that. Alright. 3 years ago, what did you win? Just be happy now. You almost earned it. Yeah. We should have won, my friend. That's what I'm saying. All these years, we should have won. Tim said Brent is 34. Brent's 54. 54, my Jenna. 54. Natty, Brent must age like a dog, cause I swear he was 45 last year. What kind of buzz? I age like whites, my friend. I age like whites. Not fine at all. TC slops for everyone on Brent's day, I guess. Slops. What's that? Like sloppy toppy? That is crazy that you're offering out sloppy toppy for everyone. Crazy. To joke it! Get to the front of the queue. Star Crow Brett is in his early 40s, I'm sure. I'm certain too. I am 44. I am 44. Tim's TC, Nae, Ahmed. They're trying to force the Jan 1st birthday on you. Brent, they're saying you're a freshie. I don't mind. I could be a freshie. Emmanuel says, morning all. Imagine. Lexi says, lol, pure venom in them West Ham fans. Crazy. They were riled up, innit? A great injustice had just occurred. Riled up. Mel said, I've done that at the Chelsea game, but I kept my cool and lived to tell the tale. Come on. My Mel. Crew, that fan has no fear, celebrating in the IDF stand. Crazy. What else we got? Fighter Spirit Media says morning, Josh. Morning. Sweet Day says I didn't know you were offered. All right, cool, cool, cool. So I have done what I've needed to do to greet all the people. I don't think we do this enough. You guys are, when I say guys, this is all inclusive. I should say guys and girls. I like that more. I always wonder why people say guys and it's just accepted. So guys and gals, you are loved dearly. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. I don't want any sloppy toppy from TC. Thank you very much. I didn't say I didn't want any sloppy toppy from anybody else, but I will not be accepting that offer, my friend. No, thank you. No, thank you. Um, let's read some headlines, shall we? Tommy says, "What gifts have you received so far? The gift of life. The gift of life. I am. I'm in another day, and it's sunny outside. This week's gonna be very interesting. Hella, hella, hella tasks in front of me. Oh, I didn't give you a little update on my weekend. Oh my goodness. All right, so my weekend has been ram. I have this practice. Um, I do, which is I take my phone at the beginning of a week and I open up a note on my note and I jot down all the tasks that I remember. All right. Anything that is introduced during the week that I know I can't attend straight away, I put it down on this list. Right. Now, a lot of the tasks require like an admin type approach, right? I'll have to sit down and plug away. A lot of the stuff is like in front of my computer. But there are other stuff that is physical, right? Like DIY stuff. As you all know, I always say I haven't finished with all the details in this space. So each time that I think of something else or something else presents itself that I need to do, DIY, I I find the time and basically get it done, right? Some are more kind of pertinent than the others due to certain things that we'll be starting. For example, God willing, this Saturday, we are supposed to start the rotation, right? The first ever episode. And like I mentioned last week, sorry, somebody asked the other day, what is the rotation? The rotation is another show that's going to be added to our network, God willing. It's a music review show, and it has a few hosts. Well, I say a few hosts well because just the other day, another one has been added to the roster um, because, due to the nature of a busy working week for many of the hosts, they may not be there 1 week, and they may be there the next week. So when it is they're not there, there would need to be a stand-in. So I have got backups. So because we are supposed to start the rotation on Saturday, yeah, there are little details that are still left to be done. And I was busy doing that over the weekend. And it took a bit longer than I anticipated because of the sheer nature of the delicacy, the complexity. And whilst it is I'm doing it, yep, people are still calling me. Whilst I'm doing it, people are still sending me messages, introducing more tasks into the mix. Some of these particular tasks take priority over that particular task I was doing. So I'll have to leave and go and do and then return, right? And obviously, as you know, um, on any given day, there are episodes, there's shows like The Pulse that will have to continue. And that means I will have to pause again what I'm doing and go on, prioritize, sitting down and like managing that. So, bear in mind, I'm not complaining about none of this stuff. This stuff is not me complaining. It's just me literally just telling you all what my life kind of looks like, right? And I keep stressing that this is temporary. This is not going to be forever, and I'm fine with that. I am completely fine with that. My mind is already in the after. I remember when I used to film weddings, as people know, it's an entire day that is given to a wedding, right? Especially for the help. And I was the help. I was the cinematographer. And these long, arduous days, sometimes we didn't get fed. We didn't even get fed. We were thinking, obviously, they're going to feed us. I mean, they were smiling all throughout the process of, talking about their wedding, asking for certain requests and whatnot. Smiling, smiling, smiling. Come the day now, everybody's munching, and we're there still, just whistling, you know, taking content, and thinking, is there gonna be somebody that comes and says, "You guys got a plate"? The thing is, we would never impose. We would never go looking with hands out and an empty belly. Mm-mm. That's not how we did, how we ran at all. So yeah, some days we didn't even eat. But the crazy things that we were on our feet for the entire, more or less, I don't know, 17 odd hours. And Steve would always like say, oh, like moans. Oh. I always used to giggle. And then he'd be like, oh, my back, my blood clot back. And I always tell him, my mind is already at the end of the day. I'm just walking through proceedings. I'm just drifting through proceedings. My mind, I'm already at the end of the day. So I'm smiling, whistling, because I'm already there. He didn't understand it. That's the same mindset that I live with every single week. I'm already at the end of my tasks. I'm already at the end of this laborious, tedious, duty bound life. I am currently, no, season I'm currently in. I shouldn't say life, I should say season I'm currently in. So, yeah, this week, yeah, we've got a couple firsts, God willing. And the next week, got a couple firsts again. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Amen and amen. Amen and amen. In fact, I got, as I'm saying Jesus, I've got something to show you all. I've got something to show you all. Belle sent it to me. Shout out, Belle. I didn't shout out Belle the other week. Belle has come on as a guest. She's a nutritionist. She come on as a guest T.O.D, I think a year or two ago. When it is that we were in back inside. And she had come by the other day with like a cup of nutritional treats, some berries, some seeds, like vegan stuff. And yeah, I ate it. That thing ran through my bottom. Crazy. Obviously, that stuff ain't good for me. It ain't good for my stomach anyway. But anyway, she has supplied this clip. She heard us talking about Trevor Phillips, I think that's his name, the other day, and how reprehensible he was. I think Vaughn offered up some sort of critique of Trevor, and then I think at the time somebody in the room was like, "Trevor, he's a bad man." And Yeah, here is this clip. I've already done the Googles to verify whether these quotes are actually his. Because you know how people attribute stuff to people all the time these days, and you have to question, you have to ask the question: Is this really what the person said? Let's see.
In case Jewish people weren't terrified enough, on Sunday, Trevor Phillips launched an extraordinary monologue at the start of his show on Sky. Phillips went on to pressure his guests to call for restrictions on anti-genocide protests. In relation to Trevor Phillips, I just want to show you a series of quotes and ask you, do you think they're anti-Semitic? The decision to put a 5-year-old Christian girl into Jewish foster care is like child abuse. To some Jewish men in Germany, basic norms of decent behaviour are irrelevant. Jews are a nation within a nation. The integration of Jews will probably be the hardest task we've ever faced. It will mean abandoning the milk and water multiculturalism still so beloved of many and adopting a far more muscular approach to integration. The answer is that of course they're anti-Semitic. These were all comments made by Trevor Phillips, except of course he made them not about Jews, but Muslims. I'll simply leave them there for a bit and you can decide for yourself how much weight you attach to Trevor Phillips' views on racism.
Nasty man. Yeah? So if anybody is there questioning what's what about your man Trev, yeah? We've just seen it. What we got here? Nati says, I just remembered there's a way to know if Brent's lying about his birthday, and surprise, surprise, his birthday isn't today and he isn't 54 or 44. He lies with too much ease, man. Had me believe in him. I love you too, Natty. Fighters Spirit Media says, can I still slide on Thursday? Brenty, you know, crazy. Let me see what's happening on Thursday. Yes. Josh, now we've told the world that you are coming on Thursday. I expect to see you on Thursday. It'll be a good reunion. I ain't seen you in a piece. Tim said, "Lol, Brent can't be older than Steven. He's a joker. It's his birthday is a mystery though. Brent can't be older than Steven. Who's Steven? How do you Steven? That's not how you spell my brother's name. It's Stephen. Get it right, nigga. I'm older than Steven. I know he doesn't look it, but I am. I definitely am. What's your star sign if this is your alleged birthday? Taurus. Moon rising. Oh my gosh. Fighting Spirit Media. So that means we will be starting on time. Well, if you say so. If you say so. Star Crow Steven is a year younger. Yeah, he's 53, I believe. Yeah, I've delayed enough. I have delayed enough. Is there anything in the intro to play?
Yeah, there is, man. There is. Good morning, people. Good morning. Hope everybody's good. Sorry, man. They tried to get me, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But obviously, I'm a survivor, like Dubois. What you saying?
Like the bois.
Like Dubois.
Oh, I thought
Come
you said
on.
like the bois.
No, hell
South
no.
Africa.
Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, that was a great. But we'll keep that until the topic of the day because we need to deep dive into that.
Indeed.
So how many clips to play?
I think there's like 2 in there or something.
All right.
The other day we were talking about what was it? Somebody said, reform is just UKIP, innit?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Repackaged UKIP.
There's a clip in there that speaks to that directly.
All right, let's see.
We can start with that one.
I think somebody at the time was calling me an idiot for thinking that.
Sure.
They said, he left UKIP. Like, okay. That's because he had bad press, man. Just switched up the brand. What was it? In the wire? Just changed the name of the packaging. All right, let's see. Okay.
It's not that one, but it's okay. We can start there. There we go.
Message is UKIP's here, working hard with local communities. Sorry, Reform is here, working hard with local communities, and I've been doing this for the last 15 years, from the UKIP days all the way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Oh, you didn't get the latest firmware update.
You know what I'm saying?
I bet their WhatsApp group is still called UKIP.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
They just changed the display picture.
And the logo, that's it. These are still UKIPians. 100%.
Oh man.
Through to reform. Our message is UKIP's here, working hard with local communities.
He fumbled.
Sorry.
Reform is here, working hard with local communities, and I've been doing this for the last 15 years, from the UKIP days all the way through to reform.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Diabolical.
glad you all know. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you all know. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Declare that Alistair, Vinnie Lubbock, Laura Louise.
So I've seen some clips doing the wrongs of this young man.
Mm.
Yeah. Landlord related clips.
Landlord related.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you haven't.
No, I ain't seen those.
Let me see if I can find one.
Yeah, let's see what our good brother's saying.
Fairley, Dylan Law have been duly elected as councillors for Hackney Downs Ward.
That sounds like Don.
Oh, you did so.
Yeah.
I did.
Do hereby declare that Alistair, Vinnie Lubbock, Laura Louise Fairley.
I'm certain that wasn't Don. She got me doing that. I think I found the clip in question. I want you to give me your thoughts on this. Because first take on that young black brother winning that particular.
I'm proud of him, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him. I think we played a clip of his before.
Yep.
In the run up to this whole election thing.
Yeah.
Around the time we had G on the show. Yeah, man, I'm proud of him. What is he, like 21 or something? 20?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So big him up, man.
Amazing,
You know what I'm saying?
amazing
For him
achievement.
to have his life together and be focused and want to do this at this age.
Yep.
I'm proud of him, man. So big him up, 100%. And he's from Hackney as well.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Extra big him up.
Okay.
Making profit off rent or off housing. I don't see why any landlord's making profit off rent or off housing, right? If I pay rent to my house, it's for a human right. I'm paying just to maintain that home. I think that should be the basis. So if it has to be a thing where a 2-bedroom flat literally is £600 maximum, then it is what it has to be. And for all the landlords who complain about that, I mean, it's tough luck. I don't see why any landlord's making profit off rent or off.
Do you agree?
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely not. Of course not. Of course not. No, but you know, the thing is, as much as I'm proud of him, yeah, and I know that sort of stuff, you guys know, when it comes to economics, Green Party has not got me at all. I still need to hear that stuff. And what you can hear there is, again, all the respect and the love to this brother, yeah. He doesn't know economics. He doesn't know. Human right, who's going to build it? Who pays for these human rights? The human rights that you come out in here, that you breathe in, that's it. That's it. You have to put things in place so that you can have these things, you know what I'm saying, available for everyone as a human right.
What I want to talk about, right, is forget about the brother, because
Yeah.
it could have easily been a white woman there saying the same
100%,
thing.
yeah.
Man, why is this in their head as logical? Why have they taken this particular stance and they're boldly
Yeah.
saying that without
Yeah.
and I don't get it.
Yeah, I know. And
And I don't think it's because I am not a landlord.
No, it's nothing to do with that. It's because, see, I'm being mindful because it is him who said it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say anything.
No, but I want to have a conversation. So remove him from there.
Okay. All right. Number one, I think it's because the average person doesn't know anything about economics. right? That's number one. I think that it's the biggest failing on humanity in this government, this country, many countries, that economics is not taught from a very young age. Number two is because people are living in fairyland. They live in fairyland. They feel like, oh yeah, and it's also we've been spoiled because we've got an NHS. I think that's all. That's also what I think it is. There's not many countries in the world who have NHSs who have a free healthcare. So people will be like, oh yeah, healthcare is a human right. Everything requires being paid for. Everything. So like, why would you think that you can wake up one day, pay your landlord £600 and say because it's a human right, that's all he should get? As if he doesn't have other things he has to pay for as well. And like, there's just so many things where people just don't understand that there's nothing free. Nothing is free. And I think it just comes from that fairyland ideology where everything must be equal and everyone is equal and all that nonsense that you get in the crazy socialist groups. They don't think things through. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you're young as well and you haven't had the time to read and to learn things, give that to somebody as well. Oh my goodness, they're going to say stuff like this.
I don't think it's a reading thing, because I do believe that you would find some of these greens well read.
Yeah.
So don't say it's a reading thing.
I think it is, because then you've not read anything that opens your brain up. You couldn't have. Because why are you 50 years old, part of the Green Party, and think this is correct?
I believe that some Green Party members, some Green Party supporters, would read what you read, would also read what they have read, and still come to the conclusion that what they have read kind of trumps is better for humanity than what it is you have read.
I mean, maybe, yeah. And those are the people I guess I'll listen to, because at least you can understand both angles. I think those people who have read are probably aiming for a world where they think we should just make those things the norm and there should be no landlords. That's the only way I can kind of gauge this, where the government takes care of everyone's housing and there are zero landlords. And if it's zero landlords and it's all taken care of the government, then cool, that's a human right. Because we all wake up with the right saying, cool, we're going to be in a warm home, our parents are going to be there, and then when we get to a certain age, there will be homes ample enough for us to move into. That's the only way you can see it.
That's the missing bit I didn't understand. So what you're suggesting is that they are looking to course correct. They're being extreme with their views so that if they're in power, people think twice about being a landlord. Or they will sell their properties because they're at a loss. And then it will default to the government now looking after the homes to then give it to the people as a basic right.
Potentially, that might be a method of how to get there. Yeah, but I think overall they must think this, because that's the only way you can ever come up in your brain and think you should limit how much a landlord makes, because the people who live there are human beings and they have the right to just live there. Like, what? It's insane. So it's a human right that everyone should be fed. So we should cap how much restaurants charge for food. Why not go there too? Why not? It's never thought through. So it's either the pure ignorance and lack of education, or somebody really just wants to overturn every single thing. You know what I'm saying? And be like, okay, cool. No landlords ever. But then you can't have it in the same sentence.
All right, so we jump to the extreme, because I'm now in a different stream of consciousness, right? Now in a different stream of processing this idea, right? Let's just say they come into power, right? We wake up one morning and they've done a madness like our reform is doing, and they've come into power. Are they then going to make sure that nobody rough sleeps? Like nobody is homeless?
I think I think that's what they'll try to do, yeah.
And if that's the case, wouldn't that be a net positive?
For who?
Humanity.
I mean, yeah, of course. But we have to pay for it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think like a green. That money can come from somewhere.
Of course.
We can tax the rich.
No, yeah. I mean, you can do it. You can always do that.
If, because right now they're not being taxed in the manner in which they should be, right? Because the rich and the big companies, they provide jobs, right? That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
Right? And they get money coming into the economy. That's the trade-off, right? So they get preferential treatment. You know how?
Preferential treatment.
But that's how it's been seen, right?
Okay.
Surely, the more that is basically helping the economy, those particular people get, get access to more.
I
right?
guess so.
So if the Greens come in
Mhm.
in this utopian world, and because they only need a little from the rich. I'm talking about companies. Forget about just the bourgeoisie. I'm talking about the companies, right? If they get a little bit of that, they can build enough housing to house all of the homeless people. They don't have to basically be bothering with the landlords,
Okay.
but they just want to be principled with everything,
Mm.
right?
Okay.
Look, it's a new world I've created.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have to
I'm,
get
tr-
there,
I'm following
right?
you. I'm following you. Yeah.
So far,
Mhm.
in my new world,
Mhm.
more people are happy than are currently
Okay.
happy.
Okay.
So it's a net positive, surely.
Okay. You say, okay. More people are happy. Yeah.
Yes.
As in 5 minutes after people get the keys, because remember, it's not just them that you have to think about. It's the people you've taken from to make those houses.
No. My friend,
Yeah.
we have a lot of land in the UK.
Okay.
I say we only for this exercise.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the Brit right now,
Mhm.
right? We can definitely, if we're sending blacks to the country, I mean, not country, but gentrifying the place and send them out.
Yeah.
My friend, we can find places still, and they're bare empty buildings right now, mind you.
Mhm.
Bare empty buildings in central, bare empty buildings all over the gaff. We can start populating them. We don't even have to create more houses.
Mm.
Understand?
Okay.
So, is that a net positive?
It would most definitely be.
So
a
don't
positive.
you said just now to rebut what I'm saying.
Mm.
All the people that are going to be put out,
Mhm.
right? In my green world example,
Mhm.
there are more that are happy than anybody that could be quote unquote put out. I told you we don't have to touch the landlords.
Okay.
The empty buildings currently
Mhm.
could be occupied by homeless.
Okay. Cool. So who are now going to fix those dilapidated, beat down houses?
You talking about the empty buildings?
Yes.
That's not the buildings I'm talking about.
Oh, which
I
ones
know
are-
currently they're bare empty office buildings.
Okay. So who do they
that
belong?
never got filled back after COVID.
Okay. So who do they belong to?
They belong to,
They belong to people.
yes,
Okay. So
people that live in China or
fantastic.
Dubai.
Doesn't matter. Still bought it. It's still my house.
No, I hear you, but remember, it's now my government.
So what does that mean?
It's
You
now
just
my
take it
world.
from me?
But this is what I'm saying. The Greens,
Mm.
right now, they might be seen happy, lovey, clappy people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they're in power, they're going to go. You know,
But
it might be even worse than the.
and the UKIPians.
Because they got to do something with violence.
Wow.
And it doesn't have to be physical violence. You
Mm.
understand? Hold on, maybe just invite Ed on, because maybe he's understanding my train of thought. Good morning, Ed. What we saying? You greened up?
And yes, Kofi, when Ed's getting himself ready, Kofi asked, am I against rent controls? Yeah, man, 100%.
Hello, Ed.
Yo, morning.
You right?
How you doing?
Blessed and highly
What's this?
favored.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to properly listening. Last I saw was you were lying to people telling them it was your birthday.
You mean to go through the Arsenal thing again? I can start from the beginning.
Yeah, so, no, you don't have to go over it from again. But I was there. That's the last thing I was here for was you lying about your birthday, and then obviously I'm hearing Iman, as always, standing on the side of
Of
Well,
knowledge.
anyway, let me respectfully, I'm not, with all due respect, obviously.
Well, to be fair, Ed, you're green though, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right then. So maybe you can
ask me
articulate.
certain questions about their thing, because I was gonna, obviously, your whole thing you were saying is the plan to get rid of private landlords, and technically, yeah, that is kind of the policy in the eventual to sort of effectively sort of abolish private landlords
There you
kind
go.
of thing. So phase out the private renting sector. That is their plan eventually. Yeah.
Okay, and this is what I was saying. That's the only way what people like that would say makes sense. The only way it can make sense. If you eventually are saying, okay, we get rid of every single private landlord and housing is only sorted by the government. Then you can say this is a human right. In my government, this is a human right that every single person who's born has this da-da-da-da-da. Then if that's what you're saying, fine. But then obviously you have to understand how much money it's going to cost you to buy every single landlord out. That's what people don't also understand, because all they see is human rights, baby born, and people looking in the camera smiling in slow motion. Got a house in the year 2039. Like the brain stops as soon as you hear that idea, opens and it stops. Everything else, logic, is thrown out the window completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much money is going to go to landlords to get them to basically relinquish what is theirs?
Sorry, Serena.
What
I
happened?
have to update my terminology. Houseless.
Oh, what's that? What's that for?
I said homeless, I think.
What's the difference?
There's a difference. But anyway, I don't mind correcting it.
Yeah,
So
people
thank you
treat
very much.
homeless though.
Anyway, so I've now corrected it. Houseless.
Pardon me.
All right, that's all right. So I vote for green.
All right.
Yeah, I vote for green in this conversation.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
So let's go back and forth. I vote for green. I think that, like I mentioned before, my strongest argument is that more people were happy than not. And if you're saying that they need to look for money to pay off landlords, is this what the Greens are saying that they're going to do?
But they have to.
No, is that what they're saying? Or else there'll be
But
civil
but
unrest.
remember that part of the process they don't think about. So they've not said anything. But I'm saying they have to.
As in, it's legal. It's a legal right.
This ain't bloody a coup in Africa, in the African country somewhere. Just take stuff.
Mm.
No.
All right. So in their manifesto,
Mm.
did they say they are attempting to abolish private ownership?
I think Ed would be a better place to say that. Is that the case, Ed?
Yeah, they've spoken about T.O.T.D. Yeah, that's like I said, that is the effectively what they're trying to do is to eventually end private land ownership. Like, I think it's even like towards the end of last year, that's that sort of that was a big sort of talking point end of last year that they were sort of saying that, and it was getting catching a lot of heat from shock, horror, surprise from people who are very much against that. But yeah, we've been talking about it for the longest time, and yeah, they haven't. I know you were saying about where's the money come from. I will sit there and say they haven't put out a costing sheet, so I'm not going to sit there and say like they can they can give you the individual cost of each thing. So I know that, so I can't say that's there. They've spoken about ways in which they think they can get funding, but there's no individual costings that have been put out. So before you ask me about that sort of stuff as well.
Fair. What would happen to TNB's community hub?
Oh yeah, the Greens will take it, man.
What?
The Greens will take it.
How would they take it?
I don't know. The same way they take
From
anything
who?
else.
From who? Because they'll take it from, right? And then they will give me all right, keep running. No?
Well, then I guess so. And then you'll be paying rent to them.
And it will be peanuts, isn't it? Like in vegan meals.
I mean, that's what it will start off being the case. Right?
And then they will wake up.
100%.
Mm.
Very soon too. Yeah, 2 hours sleep. Because they'll recognize, wait a minute, the dream doesn't continue without funds. You know what I'm saying? You've got to put coal in the goddamn steam engine. You know what I'm saying? That otherwise it just doesn't work.
Are we being disingenuous with
Absolutely.
the kind of schema that the Greens may have come up with that we don't know about? Because isn't
To clarify though, sorry, just because Iman saying what he said, just to clarify, they're not gonna take all your properties. Like they can't seize all properties outright. They're not gonna what's the word? Make every single private renting situation be like illegal or something. They can't do that. They wouldn't do that. It's more about in those situations, obviously, where like say a business like yours, would they change change the taxation for certain businesses? Yeah, stuff like that. But
That's what I'm
would it
saying
be a thing of where like taking away every single person's business? No, every single person's building. No.
No, but you
Obviously,
have to remember, many of these buildings, if you'd gone there 20 years before, was just a house. What does your dentist look like? Do you get what I'm saying? What did your GP look like? These were homes. These were houses. So what will happen is, a landlord will say, okay, cool, you're trying to take this thing now? Okay, fine. This will no longer be a house, but I want the asset. So I'm going to now convert it into a business. Is there an up-and-coming dentist somewhere? Is there something? It's going to turn into something. It's going to be a commercial something. You know what I'm saying? And you have less houses to work with. Oh, man. Economics needs to be taught from year 2. That's what has to happen. Because what happens is, it's just like when people say, oh, increase taxes. Many times in history, when you've reduced taxes, you get more money. Because people find a way to get around it. Because why the hell do you feel like you should be able to tax people who are working so hard for their money? Even if they're not working so hard for their money, you're always going to get people who are. And you're taking more and more and more. So people say, why should I work? Why should I work? I'll stay at home. And I'll jump into the welfare system that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that people are not understanding. There's incentives for a reason. You give incentives to business owners because of how much they pour into the economy. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. Not just because they're your friends. It's because there's something happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway. So yeah, Ed, I hear what you're saying. They might not try and do that, but they will not see, and for some reason they won't see it, but they will not see the ramifications of it till it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will just adjust, because the average politician is not as smart as a businessman. It's just not the case. Otherwise, they would be a businessman.
Sorry, I don't agree with what you just said.
Okay.
Because what you just said implies that the businessman just comes as a standard, with standard level of intelligence that is crazy.
A successful
Like,
businessman.
wonderful.
A successful businessman.
Say that instead. I like that.
No, but that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about a businessman who lasts for 1 year. And
But you just
he's not a
said
businessman. You
the
know what I'm saying?
average something. So you added a descriptor
Yeah.
for the MP, but
Yeah.
you just left it open for the businessman? I did the descriptor for the businessman too.
Okay, we're talking about businessmen who are businessmen and women who have businesses and they run. We're not talking about the ones that start something for a year and a half, 2 years, and it's gone. We're talking about those who are contributing to the economy. There's jobs there, there's employment, there's services, products that's put out there in the economy. There's a reason why, if you're going to be the business secretary, you should have a business. There's a reason why when it comes to certain, like over the years, you've seen many of these chancellors or politicians try their best to sometimes sit down with businessmen because they can't see everything. They can't see everything. But a businessman has to try and see everything. Otherwise, he loses everything. A politician doesn't have to see everything. Otherwise, he just gets voted out and he goes home and he gets a salary for life. Where's the incentive to be amazing as a politician? There's incentive to be amazing as a businessman. You get what I'm saying? And this is what people are not understanding.
So I think I understand a lot of people who are renting currently and are victims to greedy landlords.
What is greedy land? What is a greedy landlord?
And when I say greedy, that's the reason why I said greedy, because I don't think that every single landlord is greedy. I've actually known a few landlords who I know that
Could charge more, but don't.
Yeah, and they're feeling it. And they don't want to do it up because they're like, oh, I'm fearful that if I do this, then it's not going to translate well over here. And this person has been here for like 10 years and they're my friends and this, that, and next. So
Kids,
I could kind of forego that extra, 150 of profit. And then, boom, something happens, some breaks in the thing. And they have to go and fix it. And they're like, yeah, I hear you. But I'm thinking about the long term. That's how it is that they kind of rationalize it.
Yeah.
But there are others who are like, in the heart of London, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And my thing is a shanty shack. You're paying for the proximity to the trains and the this, that, and next. So I'm putting it up like mad.
Yeah. But you can't just put it up. It's because of the market. And landlord can't just put it up because it will come down again because nobody would go into his property. So this is all based on the market. You can't just put figures for no, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you mean. And I think I do. I do and I don't. So dependent on the area in which it is that your place is, that you are renting to people, you can decide what that costs based on how people value that particular area.
The market value.
Don't say market value.
Why?
Sorry. So when you say market value, you just mean the same thing I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But they can decide.
No. It's not they can decide.
Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Listen carefully. I'm going to give you an example because I like specificity.
Come on, let's do it.
Hold up. Maybe Moses wants to join us because
Come on.
he's just gone in the audience. All right. So let's just say, so when we win, Arsenal wins.
Okay, come on.
It's going to be like a parade, yeah? Let's just say we're doing it every single year.
Yeah.
And the UK has clocked. It's inevitable. We're sharks at this point. It's going to always happen. And we celebrate in this stretch of road, right?
Yeah.
Every single year. And every single year, when that day comes, the commerce, everything just goes up.
Yeah.
Everybody's spending money on that particular day.
Yeah.
It's like when it is that you go to
Not in your account.
Croatia. Yeah, 100%. So, if I now buy a property before this happens, right, and I'm seeing this happen, bang, 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 and I know next year is probably going to be the same thing, and I put the rent up twice, I double it, I might be the first person to do it. Do you understand? I might be the first person to do it.
Yeah.
Nobody else basically does it in that particular strip until my neighbors realize, wait a minute, all of the ones that were lower went. And the last one, Brent, I still have people coming here because it's the last one there. You still want to have access to this particular thing. There are going to be people who have the means who want to live right here. And then my neighbor's not seeing, if he's getting that, then I'm going to get that too.
Yeah.
So I put mine up.
Yeah.
So the quote-unquote market is just neighbors now saying, okay, well, if that works, I'm now going to change my particular thing for me to benefit too.
But you rightly said if. So that's how anything in life goes up and down. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I meant. What I said.
Okay, cool.
I can decide what is what.
Yeah, but remember, you're not just gonna wake up one day and say, I'm gonna put out £500. It's not that quick a decision. It's a decision that's based on factors. Can I do this?
And I don't see it as the market as factors. I see it as the events that are happening in that particular space.
Yeah.
Those are the things that I factor in as opposed to market. When you said market, I'm thinking you mean you've observed how the market's moving and then you basically go up or you go down based on other people moving their prices up and down.
The market is everything. It's every single thing. And this is the reason why it's such a dangerous thing when governments get involved with rent controls or price controls, because there's so many factors they can't see. You see what I'm saying? So when you say, I'm going to cap this at this particular level, for example, there's ramifications down the road that affect other things. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things you can't understand. You have to just rely on prices. So if you're, like you said, you're a landlord, you say, cool, I'm going to raise it this much, and I can get the money for it. And that tells other people, it's a signal to everybody else, okay, we can potentially do this. Fantastic. And then it happens. But like everything in life, it's a cycle. So then things start to balance itself out. So not only does the property go up, the cost of living maybe go up. Everything else goes up. Something else changes. This, that, and the third. And then people start to recognize, wait a minute, can I really afford all of this? No? Okay, cool. Plus, you've got to factor in inflation too. So the value of my money is going down. It's being eroded. There's so many different factors. So when you say, oh, yeah, someone's a greedy landlord, it's an opportunity. Can they be greedy? You can only afford to be greedy if, for example, you can say you're greedy if, for example, you're putting it all the way up, right? And you're trying to get rid of people and you don't give a damn about certain things. You don't care if, for example, anyone's living in the property, all that sort of stuff. Then I could be like, okay, cool, that's a greedy landlord. But just like anything in life, it's an opportunity. If you have to see it the other way around as well. If you're somebody who, for example, has rents at this particular price, and you can, or let's just say a shopkeeper, and you are increasing the price, right, of the average Snicker bar and Kit Kat and all them things there, cool. The other direction is it wrong for that shopkeeper to go on to a cheaper supplier? Because then you're increasing your profit. Do you know what I'm saying? It's exactly the same thing.
All right, I think I understand. So you don't see a reality where one should call a landlord greedy because it's just opportunities that they're taking advantage of.
That's essentially what's happening.
Okay.
It's greedy to those who feel like, wait a minute, why the hell are you doing this? Do you know what I'm saying? Am I saying there's no such thing? No, I'm saying you can be, because sometimes they don't give a damn about the people in there. It's bad conditions and they're increasing the price. And if you left, they wouldn't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain situations, but you can't always know the conditions of somebody's heart to say they're greedy.
So how come you can now find space to entertain the qualification of a greedy landlord?
Because
if they have a rundown place, they don't upkeep it, but they know that people will pay it anyway. Why don't you see that as just them?
No, I was literally just given any sort of example of what somebody might say is a greedy landlord. But I'm basically saying you can't tell. The price.
No. I don't want you to give don't jump in anybody else's foot. Do you believe that there are any such thing as a greedy landlord?
Of course.
All right, give me.
But that's what I'm saying to you. I don't think it's because of prices. I think it's the condition of the mind of the landlord, and you can't always tell that from the price.
Paint me a picture of a greedy landlord mindset. That you believe. Don't look to speak to somebody else's tongue.
Okay, I'm increasing the prices. If nobody lives there, I don't give a damn. I'm just keeping it that way. I'll buy up the whole street, make sure people don't even stay there, whatever it may be. The conditions are bad, but because, what I'm saving and I'm as much as property. So there's mold in the property. It don't come with no furniture. Things are messed up. I don't attend to it. All that sort of stuff, so I can maintain and increase my margin in every single area. Don't care about how people are living in the house. Then cool. I can be like, because that's more a condition of the mind. It's not price. I can't ascertain somebody's behavior because of market value. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
So your idea of a greedy landlord is one who doesn't look after the well-being of their tenants
and would do anything, I guess, to get maximum profit. Anything at all to get maximum profits. I think that's the easiest way to summarize that sentence.
That will do anything because you don't mind about anything. It's whether it causes hurt or harm to their tenants.
I guess so, yeah. You don't give a damn about that, then of course you just care about the money.
All right. Do you believe that there are more landlords like that you're not accounting for than you think they are? Because we've heard a lot of stories about certain landlords acting and moving
Okay.
crazy.
Honestly, I really don't know what to base that on. If I had to guess, I would say I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
there's as
So
many.
they're more good than they're.
Again,
your
again, in the same
estimation,
way, I would
greedy.
say someone's greedy. I would also say good is a condition of the heart too. I can't base it on prices. All I think is somebody is pursuing self-interest, and the self-interest of that is to make sure they have an asset that produces them an income. That's it. If it doesn't do that, then a landlord loses business, and he ceases to be a good landlord.
So let me jump on the other side for a second. So I've always wondered why people think it's their right to complain about a house, to complain about rooms in a house they can't afford. Why don't you go to a place where you can?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good argument?
I think there's other factors that
Talk to me.
that go into it
Talk to me.
because sometimes you might have been born in an area, and you feel like it's been artificially, the prices have been artificially inflated.
Yes.
Or some
Like gentrification?
Yeah.
All right,
Exactly,
keep
exactly.
talking.
Because you can like governments choose to put money into certain places that they choose.
Mm-hmm.
You can make this a better place for us, but you choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you want to change the demographic, and so
Mhm.
you artificially inflate certain things
Mm-hmm.
and all that sort of stuff, and then that's not fair.
But can you actually artificially inflate something? I thought you said everything was due down to the market.
Yeah, it's going to be based on the market, but there'll be ramifications for that. But artificially doing it, you don't give a damn because your overall agenda is to change what's going on there. It's a plan. You know what I'm saying? So
To force
that's-
people out.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
you can do those things. What typically will happen though is even if you did artificially do it, a lot of the time the prices will kind of stay up there, innit? But you don't mind because the people that you wanted there are the people that can maybe afford it.
Mm.
You know, so
And for those people who buy these buildings and don't even care if it's empty because they bought it for some sort of tax relief,
yeah.
what say you about those landlords? Because they exist too.
Yeah, but so does a bad manager.
No. Let's focus on this before you
No,
move
no,
on
no,
to
I-
something else
no,
to
no.
deter me from this. I don't want you to distract me from this particular thing. Because what if the Greens say,
Yeah.
look, you're asking for a manifesto of where's the money coming from. Instead, I'm going to show you a PDF document, right, 800 pages long, of properties that are owned by people out who don't live here, and they're completely empty.
Yeah.
Would you back them to now say, I reclaim that?
Okay, what does reclaim look like?
Say that you need to be in the change policies. You need to have occupants
Okay.
in order to qualify for land ownership and also asset ownership in this particular country.
I would say
Think about you living here. You don't need to live there, but it need to be occupied.
okay, anything. So I could have a business there. It doesn't have to be
My
people.
friend, we're talking about housing.
Okay. No, I just have to make sure, innit? So that we're on the same page.
Yes.
I would say no because I think that's a bad economic decision. I think freedom trumps everything. Freedom trumps everything. When you try to do something to try and get your agenda at play, you infringe on the freedom of people. They will respond in different ways that you cannot foresee, and it will have worse ramifications for the economy. So, for instance, you're now telling me who is putting money into this asset, I need to have people in the home, right? Because there's people that's homeless or houseless, yardless, all of the above, right? Fantastic. I now say, okay, cool. I'm gonna open this up to do so and so. If I now do that particular thing, I can now say, cool. I'm gonna make sure maybe the conditions of the property are X type of way, or I can maybe use particular tax, write-offs to claim particular things that's going to take away even more money potentially, or I could just put people that I know in that place. Say they are say they're actually tenants, whatever. But really, I'm just housing relatives. So the relative who would have gone out into the world and maybe lived where he wanted to live, he's now living here by name. He might just go on holiday because he's working remotely. He'll go to bloody
It's crazy the way you've gone for this.
No, because what I'm trying to say to you
It's crazy.
No, the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm trying to make you recognize that there's so many things you can never see. But even though you have the agenda and you think it's a good one, the intention can have worse consequences.
I liked when I jumped on the other side and you basically said, I don't like gentrification. I don't like when it is a group of people are disenfranchised from living in a particular area because the houses have changed and the rent or the cost of living in there they can't afford. I like when it is that you were advocating for those people. I know you're back to where you were before.
No, because I'm thinking potentially it could have worse effect on those people. Because again, I can now search for particular people to fill those homes. People that are not the ones you're looking for. So the people that's on the council list, yeah, cool, fantastic. The ones that can only afford subsidized housing, I won't look for them. I will now look for occupants who can pay maximum, right? And so what will happen is the government will have to pay that difference, yeah? So it comes more out of the average person, right? If they want that person in, or I'll put somebody else who can pay it, and they will pay whatever needs to be paid. I get my money all the way living in Japan, and you still got homeless people there. Still people looking for homes.
I give you an example of what I thought you said a bad landlord was or a greedy landlord was.
Okay.
Somebody who lives off site, off land.
I never said that, but
I'm telling you now.
okay.
Because you said, anyway, somebody who doesn't live in this country, has bought up all these particular properties, put the rent up high, right? Doesn't want anybody living in there. It just buys properties for tax purposes. You understand?
Okay, when you say for tax, but what?
I don't know. I don't know because I watched a video I think maybe a year ago
Yeah.
of these really expensive high rises that are completely empty in New York, right? And there's no interest in filling them at all. Like it's just there chilling, and there's no what happened?
No, I'm listening to what you're saying.
Is that right?
No, it's not that. I'm just laughing at what I think you're gonna say next, isn't it? That nobody's coming after them. There's like nothing's happening. They're just there, just living life and enjoying life.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it happens, and I don't know how they benefit tax-wise, but I do believe that they benefit tax. Because I remember the video saying or suggesting that's one of the reasons as to why it is that they're doing it, right? So I've now given you an opportunity to kind of lean in on these particular bad players, right? Because why don't you look to just house people? If it is you're doing it for this particular purpose, why can't you also fulfill some sort of human?
Because maybe the trouble is too much for me. Because I don't want to. When you drive to everywhere that you're going in life, yeah, by yourself, yeah, passenger seat empty, back seats empty, chilling, enjoying life in the range.
Why did you
do
stop and pick up
at
people?
the bus stop? Why don't you do that? No, I'm saying it because people don't think. People do not think about things in real life. It's the same parallel.
Why does he?
Parallel.
As you're eating food.
Thank you very much.
Your meal.
Yes.
Why don't you stop
Every single time.
and look to give
Yes.
to the yardless?
Yes. Even that one might even be different because that one at least you might have to pay a bit more to still be satisfied. But you're still going from here to Peckham, right? You're still going there.
Do you know?
You can charge people to get in your car.
Do you know that same analogy that you just shared? I know Christians and I know Muslims who would take that on and be like, yeah, if there is somebody who like waits and says, hey, can you give me a... Yes, I would. Because it's ingrained, it's interwoven into their particular life as a religious such and such, right? So you saying that, I hear what you said.
Yeah.
But there are people out there.
Well, then let's...
And I don't think they should be seen as soppy or weak.
Oh, no.
Or...
I'm not saying at all. But I'm saying that I'm glad they have the freedom to do so. The person who chooses not to should also have the freedom not to. You see what I'm saying? Nobody came and criticized you for opening up your car doors for people you don't know and took them to church. Beautiful. But sometimes you may just want to have an empty car. You just may not want to talk to nobody.
And the funny thing as to why I laugh so hard is because I was talking about this high rise in New York that cost millions to make and was empty. And this is what you've used as an example. Which that's why I laughed so hard.
Okay,
because how you parallel that is crazy to me.
Okay, so now
it's not like it's a massive stretch limousine and it's a gas guzzler.
No, but remember, because we don't
gas guzzler.
Firstly, I have to be clear.
Because we don't own things. That's why it is that we're so freely just saying other people should.
I wasn't even going to say that to that extreme, but I was going to say because we don't own that particular thing. You see what I'm saying? That particular thing. There will be so many different insurances, different things that you have to factor in. Management companies have to do this. Make sure that if the boiler is not working, this happens. There's so many things that when no one's there, you have peace of mind about. To have them there, right? To make money, because remember, I'm doing this for money. The person who's doing it for money, yeah? But that money may not make a difference or make as much difference, you know what I'm saying, to the inconvenience that they would then have to take on because they've now filled up the buildings. So remember.
I understand that. I really do.
Yeah.
But if the example you're still basically trying to argue your way is this person has just bought it for this particular reason, tax write-off reasons, and it's just chilling there. So to suggest now that no, it's the inconvenience of having to pay gas bills and upkeep the doors from once it goes off the hinges because people keep opening it and closing it to get their food and put their food back after shoppings and whatnot. This is what you're telling me. No, these are pristine motherfucking buildings.
We have to remember something. It's what essentially you're saying is the alternative is for people who are. We should put something in place that penalizes or takes away the incentive for people to own buildings like this and benefit via tax purposes. If you do that, that doesn't just affect those people who choose it just for tax purposes. It affects every single person that owns these buildings. That's the ramification of that particular mindset to say, I don't like what you and you are doing, so therefore I'm going to put something in place that affects you too. Forgetting that thing in place will affect everybody else. So those people have to now think about, okay, wait a minute. Why should I keep doing this? What's the incentive for me to do this? The amount of companies, organizations that rely on those high rises, Wall Street in being in the area, financial capitals of the world, all these things that happen. You cannot just change things like this and expect there to not be serious consequences for decades.
Yeah, I think I understand that argument. The argument where you should be, whoever is bringing in more money to make your economy rich, and the trickle-down effect, if it is a rich, thriving economy, more people can benefit from that, right?
Okay, I'm here.
All right, cool. So I understand that bit. Look after the companies and organizations and institutions that are bringing in more money, right?
Let me correct something a bit.
Before I finish my point, go on.
It's not a case of look after them. It's before they existed, let's incentivize ordinary people to do something they wouldn't ordinarily do so that everyone can benefit. If it is, I know I can benefit from owning a business, right? I'm good at being a handyman. I'm a carpenter. I can do so and so. Instead of just building these things, using my earning money that I get from my regular job to come home and build tables and shelves for my own house, why not incentivize this gentleman to say, if you do this, right, you can not only sell it for the £100 you see in the shop, but you can also write off the expenses. I may say, wait a minute, this might be a better use of my time to do this instead of working in the other job and putting my skills to the wayside. That skill becomes an asset to the community. It's an incentive to get people into entrepreneurship because that is going to benefit the people who need tables, who need shelves, who need all the other crap. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It's not a case of, oh, my friends are so-and-so, so I'm just going to do that. That is sometimes the case to maintain things, but you're putting things in place to incentivize entrepreneurship. It's not going to be a government that's going to make an economy grow. Not effectively anyway.
All right. So let's jump out from this a little bit, right? Let's just and let's go to the race component.
And before we get there,
again, before I finish about content.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
What I was going to say is MJT said something in the chat about property shouldn't be seen as an asset or something. It's insane. Why? What is your just reason for why it should not be seen as an asset? Does it provide value? Can it provide value? Should it provide value? Are you saying people's homes shouldn't be valuable? It shouldn't be. I now have a family of 8 children. I buy a big home. They now leave the nest or whatever it's called, go and have their own homes, and I should just what happens to the property now with all the 6 vacant rooms? I can't now. That can't be valuable to somebody. I can't make it. What are we doing here?
You can still have value without treating it like the whole sort of rented capitalism.
Okay, so I should
do that, bro.
So I should rent out the property for free.
Rent, but I've been waiting patiently to rent myself, but I'm gonna let you keep going. I'm just saying on that part, you can still have an asset without treating the asset like it's just a purely just to to pull as much money out of it as possible.
But
like you
why?
can still have an asset without doing that. Like
Why?
it's not like we can. No, it's not. It's not about why. You're talking like it can't happen, but it can happen. Like we can't act like it's impossible to have an asset.
No.
That your goal isn't just to solely milk as much bread
No,
out
no,
of it as
no.
possible.
I never
it's not
said
saying it's not a-
I never said it can't happen. MJT said it should not be the case that a property is an asset. That's what he's saying. I'm not saying it can't happen. Remember, I made a distinction between human behavior and the mindset, right? And the market. I've made that distinction. Do I know people can inflate things and treat people badly? Of course. But in that example I gave, now you've got 6 rooms vacant. You are now a 60-year-old with your partner. Your kids have now left their home. You mean to tell what should happen to that property? You mean if they rent out the rooms to people, they are bad? That shouldn't be an asset now? Are we just waking up and just saying things? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why can't everyone see that as valuable? And for that person, right, who doesn't want the inconvenience of having people they don't know walking around the house, why can't they be compensated for it? Why?
All right, so the racial component, right, that
Yeah.
I'm thinking about currently with the mindset that you are advocating for, right?
Okay. I'm trying to follow you.
As in what your mindset is?
No, it's in the racial component part.
Yeah, because I have to get there.
Okay.
Right now, the people that are out of pocket, that are most disenfranchised,
Okay.
are the majority victims, right? In this particular formulation of like capitalism,
Okay.
are black people.
Okay.
And I only care about black people at this point in time, in this conversation, right?
Okay.
So, all of the principles that you are espousing, that we should really wrap our head around, right? Is that the best way for us as black people to reverse the situation?
I think black people need to own things.
I don't think we've ever, well, I haven't been talking about them not owning. I've talked
I
about
know.
the level of
I know.
greed.
Yeah.
And
That's what everyone. I'm not saying you're doing it. I'm just saying because obviously you're playing that side.
yes, I chose the green.
Exactly. But that's what people are forgetting though. That when it comes to ownership, the average person who may get into some form of ownership, right? The most accessible thing, the thing that people think about most is going to be property. Because people are not necessarily ready for the stock market yet. You know what I'm saying? Freedom is capital. Subscribe to Freedom is Capital. Some of you probably want to take away your subscriptions. But if you care about your life and your children, you'll be there, right? It's property. Access to property, right? You now want to take that away. Tell me what is the thing that you're going to give black people? Because what you're saying to me is, effectively, is choose Greens, take away private landlords, Greens will look after me. That's what you're telling me. You're telling all of us the Greens will do a better job and they will look after me. Something will happen where the Greens will take care of me. That's what people are relying on. You don't need to rely on that foolishness. If you own things, it's more of a buffer. There's a moat that you're building around yourself and the stupid decisions of any incumbent government. That's what I'm saying. This is why my argument, my issue is never with Labour or just the Greens. My issue is always with any party that makes it harder for people to own things and puts in bad economic policies. That's the only thing I care about. Because a hungry man is an angry man. And that's essentially what it boils down to. Economics is life and life is economics. And if you don't sort out those things, people forever be arguing about stuff that doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? All the things, again, like Eddie's saying, we know for a fact they are not, Zach Polanski is not a military man. He's not going to come out there and start seizing homes. So if he takes homes from people, he's going to pay for those homes from the people, right? Some people will now change the function of the building because they want to hold on to the asset because inflation goes up, property value goes up. How do I store my money? That's how I'm going to do it because these stupid politicians, they want to pay for crap. They have to pay for the interest. They will print more money. So our money will go down. How do I prevent the value of my money going down? By putting my money in things that are stored value. So I'm going to change the property. If you're going to say to me, oh yeah, take the property from me, it needs to be used for someone. So okay, fine. Okay, I'll just use it for something else. This place here had 2 functions before, right? Did the man care what the 2 that turned from 2 into 1?
As in landlord?
Yeah.
No.
He didn't give a damn. He cared about what?
The rent.
That's all. That's all that matters. So the person who you're saying, oh yeah, he can't do so and so, he needs to use it for. Okay, that's fine. Fine. I want the property though, so I'm going to change the function to something else to evade your law. There are ramifications to every single decision that's being made. Every decision that's being made. I can't know the future. I'm simply just saying, guys, understand if you want to do this, and it sounds like a beautiful, lofty idea, there are going to be consequences that you need to think about. You can't just think about the small group or the large group. You need to think about everything as much as you can, because they're going to things you can't. There's just going to be things you can't foresee.
Good question. Maybe we run it off here, and then we'll hand it over to Ed to say a final thought. So, the Conservatives were in power for how long?
About 13 years, 14
It's
years.
a long time, right?
Yeah, man.
To look to implement all the great things that you believe would make a economy successful.
Yeah.
Did they?
They didn't, man. They didn't.
So, what needs to happen? Because if you're saying that there's no party that seems to be going along the path in which is that would bring economic prosperity,
Yeah.
then how can you spend your time tutoring on the green who haven't yet shown you how they will find money, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they can't find money somewhere.
No.
Something drastic needs to happen in order for that to be a reality.
Yeah.
And to suggest as though that drastic things can't happen when it is that we know how much was given to these pop-up COVID, PIP businesses and this, that, and the next. So we know that it can just come from nowhere, supposedly. In your mind, you just said they printed stuff.
That's it. That's where it comes from.
During whose tenureship?
Every government. They all print.
My friend, I'm talking about a specific
COVID? Oh, yeah, Tories.
All right. So how come you don't spend so much time during their tenure talking about just how worthless they are?
I think
in this regard that you're saying the other parties just don't understand.
I think the thing is, I think to some degree I've not gone in on them as much. I think it's mainly because we were living under their tenure, innit? So when we started the show, what was it, maybe 2022 or something like that. So the last 2 years of the Tories and stuff, that's just what we were used to, innit? But like I reiterated and said many times in 2024 before the election, I said, guys, just know it can be worse. So I'm saying what I'm saying, not to say, oh yeah, the Tories are amazing, but I'm saying that we have to be mindful of where we jump out of. So if we're going to jump out,
I want you to change the way you are answering this question, because I know that you could always open your mouth and say things can be worse. I'm talking about whilst a tenure, whilst a sitting government is doing a madness, how come you're not piping up and talking about
I think I was.
Just how
I'll tell you when.
worthless
I'll tell
this
you when.
is?
I'll tell you when. I did it during the COVID thing when they did the PPE. I also did it when they gave the food to everybody. I said this doesn't make any sense in the way how they're doing it. And I also did it with Liz Truss and Kwesi Kwarteng. So I think those are the three abysmal things.
I know only about you railing against Liz Truss and Kwesi, but I also remember you being hopeful for Kwesi.
In what way? Hopeful that what?
Like he was going to change things.
Hopeful. That's a black man. Of course I did. Of course I did. But when they put the things in place,
and the thing is, you as soon as he did what he did,
you're
like, ooh,
exactly.
Wait, then you saw the market thing, and you're like, ooh, let's see what happens. And then when people started pillorying him, you're like, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. It was too drastic.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair.
What isn't fair?
When
the thing is, this is not my fault. It's not my fault. I can't remember you looking to advocate. For the point I'm asking you to advocate for. I remember like Baron Womb Gate. I remember Polygyny Gate.
Who's Baron who?
Baron Womb Gate.
Oh my.
Yeah. I remember these things because you made you made it your banner. Do you understand? You rode for it. But I can't remember this thing that you're telling me to remember. That you're saying I'm being unfair about.
No, because remember, I 100% did. I 100% did. Because I even kept speaking about it after the fact. Because remember, when they made that decision, every other People's Journal was about inflation going up and up and up. Remember, we were talking about projections of inflation being 15 to 17% in the UK. 15 to that's not been in our lifetime.
Listen carefully.
Yeah.
Before, because we got a wind of what he was looking to do. Rumors were rumbling
Not to the full
before he
extent.
did it. No, it to enough extent for you to get a wind, more so than you know about the Greens policy.
No, that's not true.
Oh, so you know about the Greens policies right now?
No. About the thing about Chrissy Kwasi there. I knew that they wanted to put things in place to incentivize entrepreneurship. They reduced corporation tax. They did things that to me were good ideas. They did not account for how to fund it though. There was just more borrowing. She was too drastic. They made bad decisions in a very small period of time. That other stuff came afterwards. That came afterwards when the markets reacted. When they found out, when they said, "Oh, we're not going to publish, we're not going to go by the OBR's recommendations. We don't give a damn about that." That's when we knew something was going on. Prior to that, though, because remember they were there for 40-something days. The first 30 days, you're not knowing how they're going to do this particular thing. We're just hearing the good things. So I'm like, okay, cool. I like this though, because you're reducing the corporation tax. This is going to allow people to get into business. People who maybe didn't have all the funds were thinking, cool, potentially we could do so and so. To then not consider the bond market, to not consider pensions, to not consider the borrowing, how they're going to fund things over a sustained period of time was very bad. Do you get what I'm saying? But we didn't know that till afterwards. We didn't know. And that's why the markets responded in that particular way. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do that. But once I knew, I said, what the hell's going on there?
All right. Thank you very much. Ed, final words?
I'll try my best to not take up too much time, but
That's
yeah,
cool.
But yes, it's a lot to go to for me that I feel like I want to go in on. But I'll try to condense as much as I can. But yeah, sort of start towards the end of what Iman was saying to rebuttal some of that stuff. Like at the end of the day, yes, he speaks about his overall goal being ownership and us owning stuff, but in the last whatever it's maybe like 20 years, like the home ownership has decreased. Like we've not gone up in home ownership. Like everybody, not even just us specifically, but everybody, I think has gone down like 10-15% in the last 20 years alone in this free-for-all situation where we currently have in the private sector, in the private element of things. You know what I mean? Like we have this free-for-all and it's gone down. Like you're talking about punishing, the good, the good renters, the good the good ones, in terms of the owners of buildings and whatnot, and for how they're treating this small group of people. But at the end of the day, you're talking about I think what is it 5%, maybe even less than that of the UK are owners of owning rental property, whereas you've got nearly like 40% of the UK who are having to rent. Like who are we looking up? Yeah, you talk about trying to look after the bulk of people when you're seeing nearly 40% of the country are renting. That's quite a bulk of people right there. Like and whatnot. I can't sit there. We can't sit there and pretend that's not the case, and we can't also sit there and pretend that the private renting system isn't already failing. Like we can't act like it's not already failing as it is. Like fair enough, it's not failing for the people whose pockets are getting fatter. Great, like yeah, but for the people in need, that for the majority of people in need, the private renting system is failing. Like how can you tell me that the cost of rents have gone up like nearly like 40% or something in like the last decade or whatever it is. Like how can you tell me that that's well currently in its element it's working right now? Like that's not. There's no way to tell me that it's working. Your fear of, I guess, decreasing the incentive of owning. Like no, the Greens aren't trying to stop you from owning property. They're stop. The tug is directly the private landlords, yeah, especially those who are taking advantage of the system. Yeah, you know what I mean? Then they're not trying to stop you from owning. Like look where we're at now for like if they want to get rid of right to buy, which is important. Like for social housing, like getting rid of right to buy for social housing is important because but at the end of the day, that's not
Who wants to get rid of it?
Greens want to get rid of right to buy in the social housing, yeah. In terms of sorry.
You think that's a good thing?
Yeah, right to buy, the right buy as it stands, yeah, like the way it's currently is there. You can't tell me that that right to buy sales are working right now. Like especially with the housing shortage we have, like it's not, you know what I mean? Like they're doing these right to buy sales. There's no replacement anyway on these properties in the first place.
Yeah.
So you're just increasing the value of all these other properties that you've got. So how is that
Exactly.
benefiting? Again, how is that benefiting people? You know what I mean? In the grand scheme of
Exactly
things.
it.
Again, all this is just pushing prices upwards, not pushing prices in a situation that can make things more affordable for people. You know what I mean? You know, you sit there and say, I presume your argument. Sorry. Sorry, I'm losing my voice a bit. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, it's a thing of at the end of the day, you want to preserve future stock for people. Like you don't want to make things, unaffordable for the bottom half and whatnot. And they are supporting at the same time supporting like broader affordable home ownership. Like that is their goal to. And then they want to build out, as acquire and build out as many homes as possible, as well. It's not like they're just trying to say, oh, hey, like we only just want to, like we just want everybody to rent from us forever. Like that's not their plan. They'll for what is for owners' occupation. Like that is the whole point. They want
Okay.
people to afford to be able to buy their home to live in. Like then they look at the first-time buyers that are out there. The first-time buyers can't even get on the market right now. You know what I mean? So many first-time buyers are out there.
So
The mortgage rates have gone up, but still the amount of first-time buyers have gone down. Like we're still talking about these things of, like it's like these. It's in the same way you try to sort of dismiss it as very sort of simplistic on the left side of things and how they're sort of trying to sort of, you know, uh, make things a certain way, like in terms of that's like, yeah, you're sort of trying to dismiss it sort of as a thing of like, it's just, they're just trying to do this and they're just trying to do that and they have no sense of anything else. In the same way, you're doing the same thing on your side, going like as if that you're assuming all across the board that they have no ideas of wanting to like build out more property or get more people into properties in general. Like you're sort of pushing it like the agenda is just like have everybody rent from us and and just subsidize everybody. No, that's not their agenda. Like no one at no point have I or if you looked at this looked at anything they put out is their agenda like hey like the government's just basically gonna pay for everything forever and no one has to do anything. Like you know what I mean? Like it's very simplified your viewpoint and I understand why because at the end of the day, your focus is your pockets first, like pockets first, and I hear it. Like I'm not disputing your thing. As somebody who owns a property and has done and has tried the rental thing, like I understand your logic here. I'm not stupid. I understand that side of things. But we're gonna at the end of the day, I'm gonna sit there and go, yeah, that it's your dismissal of this is to me is well your dismissal of this is what I'd expect anyway. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's coming from a very what's the word closed off, very limited view of what the actual goal is. Now, I'm not saying they can get it perfect. I'm not saying they're saying that as it stands that they could do things perfectly and just be able to like flip a switch and it'll all be dealt with. Like the risk of just like what's it called alienating all these private landlords and then having all this, having not really having any properties to even to even build out to be able to have people move into would not change. Would make things just as hard as it is now. So I'm not saying that acting like oh hey like it's just a simple quick fix on the green side, but I'm like there's a level of I don't know. I just feel like there's a level of acting like we're not currently under a crisis like now. Like we're not acting like that. There's been decades of underbuilding. That what's it called? That there's right to buy sales without replacement. That there's this over reliance on the private market that has now led to these ridiculously high rents. Especially the rent to earning ratio. You know what I mean?
The
Like we're not acting
overpricing of the market. You said the overpricing of the market that's leading to these high rents.
Oh, the reliance on the private markets, yeah, they've definitely led to high rents,
Okay.
especially in terms of I'm talking in terms of relative to earnings, like you know what I
So
mean, the situation where you're paying obviously how someone how many years ago, what is it? I can't remember. Was the 2 decades ago? 2 decades ago, it's like the person was paying like just like 25% or something towards of their income was going off to that. Now it's near doubled. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's of course that's a figure. We can't sit there and say that's not real. Like you can't sit there and say that private markets haven't done that. Like, yeah, like, and I'm not just saying it's just.
Ed,
I'm not saying it's just on them. Like I said, I've also said that that doing right to buy without replacement and doing the decades of underbuilding is a problem as well.
you know the
Like,
thing.
we're not going to say that's not a problem
Ed,
too.
let me.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. Izzy says, I can't lie. We heard a viewpoint in the original clip, and it was so indefensible.
No, don't cut him for that because I put it up so that we can get to that after he finishes.
No, it's not for this. I just want to read it because I thought you might take off.
No, I
I want to talk about what Ed's saying.
Oh, then talk about it.
Okay, cool. I thought you might take over. That's why. Okay, cool. We'll come back to that.
Oh, that's fine, go on.
All right.
Go on.
So you mentioned about the market value of the houses, rents going up. Yeah. How can we bring it down, or how can we ensure that people have homes that they're looking for?
That's what I'm saying. So it's obviously a matter of then building and acquiring more
Okay,
homes.
fantastic. That's what I want to get at. Building. What's that got to do with private landlords? Why do you want to take stuff away from people?
It's not about just you're looking at it like it's a thing of it's not how do I put it.
No, because that's what the point is.
Go on.
That's what the point
No,
is. The young brother said there should be no private landlords, right? Essentially, right?
Yeah.
You basically said that's what Green said, and that's what you're voting for. So, but yet when I ask you how do we regulate all of this stuff, you're saying to me we need to build more. So we need to build more, but yet we're penalising private landlords. Because remember, Tories ain't been building enough. Sadiq Khan ain't been building enough in London. Labour ain't building enough now. Greens will come in and won't build enough. But yet, the problem is the private landlords. And better these private landlords are not rich 1%, you know. Better these private landlords, a lot of them are just people with 2 properties. The one they live in and an investment vehicle.
I've said that though. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I've said that as well though. I've said that is the.
That's fine. But remember, let's stick to the problem so we can solve it, right? I'm simply saying to you, if that's the case, why are we focusing on the private landlords? It's nonsense. All they're doing is trying to stir up.
Focus on private landlords. You've not once asked what's their plan in terms of building properties. Are they gonna be what's the word, borrowing to build? Are they gonna be in the same?
Remember,
your focus is purely on the private landlords.
Because
that's why we're talking about private landlords.
Because not because of me. Not because of me, but because they said a Greens representative who won his seat as councillor said private landlords, etc. When you came on,
that's the only problem. He didn't sit there and go, that you've extracted that.
I didn't. Yes, because that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Because remember, even if you take away private landlords, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but I'm talking about Greens in general, not just that one moment. I'm talking about what the Greens are in generally speaking about. So in terms of the whole thing, like you're speaking on just what Dylan said in that clip. I'm speaking about the Greens as a whole and what their manifestos are saying and what their plans have been, what they've spoken about in general over the last at least 12 months that I've sort of been reading up on things. Like, I'm not just talking about just what Dylan said in that one clip where he talks about that. Like, yes, he's talking about that one part of things, and yeah, and cool, and we can address that one part. But that's why I've also spoken about the other side of things where they do need to build, where they do need to get rid of certain systems in place that have not been beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that the government have put in. Like, I'm talking about all of it. So, you know what I mean? Like, you're hyper focusing on the one thing. And I understand why, but
exactly.
I'm saying I'm
doing it for good reason. Because of what Dylan said, because of what you said also about them wanting to get rid of private landlords, because of what Fernand's saying, where he says there should be no private landlords until homelessness is eradicated. That's one of the most insane comments I've ever heard on the show. Ever. And Fernand's my guy. You know what I'm saying? We go vegan conferences all the time.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Bear in mind, he would have said that the first day.
Oh, 100%.
And he would say that in 5 years' time.
100%.
So you shouldn't get in a tizzy off the back of reading that.
I'm not at all. It's just a reminder, right? That this is what we think about.
Who's we?
Right? Many people in our community, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
Right?
How we've now just extrapolated one.
No, because we're
the Greens right now, right?
Fernand's agree.
I don't think the Greens are getting a rise in popularity just based on their policies of housing.
No, but I didn't say it is, Brent. Remember, you played a video.
No.
That's what it started from.
Why I said that?
Yeah.
Because right now, reform is blowing it.
Yes.
You understand? Blowing it. And nobody's asking about their housing policies. So forget about Fernand and his solitary idea in this chat window. You understand? Yeah. Thank you very much, Ed. You've been amazing.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it greatly.
Thank you for calling up.
And we'd have to set aside a day where we see it. All right, next week we're going to be taking this particular day to talk about the representatives of this particular party and its policies. You come forward, or the housing, come forward and be known to be that particular person. And we'll do a little debate thing going on. Do you understand? Let it be a thing that people look forward to, as opposed to just drop it on them and they don't have time to prepare. Let them bolster the defenses.
No problem.
Come to you, because I know you don't need to prepare. You're just there, but they're gonna come with facts and figures and stats and all sorts.
Yeah.
You know, Sam?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you, Ed. Man, appreciate it.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
All right. are mindful that we need to talk about Dubois, bro.
We do, man.
Yes, man. So let's fly through the
The
headlines, please, because this is what some of the people came for.
Come on.
Hold up. Did I press it already? I did.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, first headline, right? You guys' favorite PM. None of these, by the way. Should I mention it here? None of these headlines mention. They're coming for Zach again, you know. Zach apparently lied about a role he had in the Ministry of Justice.
I saw a clip. Of Piers Morgan and Newsnight,
Yeah.
talking about Zach Polanski and how he doesn't trust him and there's something shady about him. And then he asks one of the panelists, do you think that if you have a penis, you could be a woman? It just came out of nowhere. And that told me, this guy's vexed. But I'm thinking,
Oh
I'm
my
going to hear that. I'm like, but Keir Starmer was asked the same question and he fumbled until it is the court said he could say something else. Just so don't look to blame Zach right now for not needing the court to basically say a particular thing. You get me? Continue.
Yes. Anyway, Keir Starmer's in trouble, man. So he needs to obviously focus on what's going on. But long story short, Labour suffered heavy losses in elections across Britain on Thursday, leading to a speculation of a leadership challenge. In his speech, Starmer will say that to meet the challenges that our country faces, incremental change won't cut it. He also will say that the government will be defined by rebuilding our relationship with the EU. One Labour MP, Catherine West, has already said that she could try to challenge Starmer's leadership, man, if no cabinet minister steps forward. Also, the former deputy MP, Angela Rayner, that we spoke about last week, has told Starmer that what we are doing isn't working. And she has called for Andy Burnham to come back to Parliament.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying?
Andy.
Yep. And also, I've heard it via the Telegraph that West Street, and that we spoke about, the MP for Ilford, Party Ilford, it has told Starmer, yo, I'm ready. I'm ready to take over. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, the man's gone. The man's going. Next headline. President Donald Trump has rejected Iran's response to U.S. proposals aimed at ending the ongoing war as totally unacceptable. Iran's proposal, conveyed via Pakistan, reportedly included an immediate ceasefire, the lifting of the U.S. naval blockade on its ports, and guarantees against further attacks. Despite a largely observed ceasefire, occasional exchanges of fire persist, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu emphasizing the need to dismantle Iranian enrichment sites before the war can be considered over. Next headline, and 20 British passengers evacuated from the hantavirus-affected cruise ship MV Hondias have arrived in the UK and are undergoing a 72-hour isolation period at Arrow Park Hospital. The passengers were tested for hantavirus before they chartered flight from Tenerife, and none have reported symptoms, though the risk of transmission is generally low. Next headline, and the King's speech will outline the government's legislative agenda, including plans for EU alignment in areas like food standards and measures to address the cost of living crisis. New bills are expected to target welfare cuts, establish a national wealth fund to stimulate private investment, and also reform financial services regulations in the City of London. Legislation is planned for a tourist tax in English regions as well, procurement of British goods and services, and a crackdown on late payments to small businesses. Next headline, and the Netflix drama Adolescence. Remember that one? Yep, that was the biggest winner at the BAFTA Television Awards 2026, man, the other day, securing 4 awards and breaking the record for most wins in a single year. The hard-hitting drama also earned acting honours for its stars. Stephen Graham, Owen Cooper was the youngest ever supporting actor ever, and Christine Tremarco. Other notable wins included the Celebrity Traitors and Last One Laughing, each taking home 2 prizes. Next headline. Oil prices increased significantly after US President Donald Trump deemed Iran's response to proposals aimed at ending the conflict as totally unacceptable. Tehran's response, delivered via Pakistan, called for an immediate end to the war and guarantees against any further US-Israeli attacks, while Washington's terms reportedly included free transit through the Strait of Hormuz and suspension of Iranian nuclear enrichment. Next headline takes us to South Africa, man, where its constitutional court ruled that Parliament violated the constitution by blocking impeachment proceedings against President Cyril Ramaphosa in 2022. Opposition leader Julius Malema has called for Ramaphosa's resignation following the ruling, suggesting fresh impeachment proceedings could occur. The case stems from a 2020 burglary at Ramaphosa's rural home where $580,000 in cash was stolen, leading to allegations of undeclared funds. Ramaphosa's office stated he respects the judgment and reaffirms his commitment to the Constitution, the judiciary, and also the rule of law. Next headline takes us to Mali, where dozens of people, unfortunately, were killed in coordinated jihadist attacks on 2 villages in Mali's Mopti region, with death toll estimates ranging from at least 30 to 50. The Al-Qaeda-linked group JNIM claimed responsibility for the attacks, which a security source suggested were retaliation against a local self-defense militia. The Malian army reported neutralizing about a dozen jihadist fighters and also destroying their base in a counter operation. These attacks occur amidst a broader offensive by jihadists and separatist rebels and a tightened blockade on the capital, with Mali's military regime increasingly relying on Russian paramilitary groups. And our last headline, the pop star Dua Lipa has filed a $15 million lawsuit against Samsung, alleging that the company used her image on television packaging without her permission. The lawsuit claims Samsung's packaging was designed to capitalize on Lipa's success and includes allegations of copyright infringement and also misappropriation of her likeness. Dua Lipa became aware of the unauthorized use back in June of last year after fans pointed it out on social media, and her legal team states Samsung ignored the demands to stop the infringement. Guys, that is all of the headlines. Daniel Dubois.
That's crazy though. Samson.
Yeah, diabolical. Big up her fans though for letting her know.
Yeah.
Big up her fans. And yeah, man, like,
It's a global corporation. Why wouldn't the department responsible for those checks not look to do their due diligence? That's crazy.
they were probably greens.
They just wanted to give her a payday for just.
Nah, they're probably greens. They don't believe you can own your own likeness. So
Daniel Dubois.
let's take that way too. Brent, there's a video.
If
you don't mind playing, just for those who did not watch the fight. Oh man, it was a glorious night, man. You know what I'm saying? You lot messed up. You lot should have been in the building. You know what I'm saying?
didn't invite them. What are you talking about?
Semi-did, man, on Friday.
You didn't. No, you didn't.
Every day you want to blame me. We told them
that is so crazy how you
here.
decided to jump. No, that's not how it works. You can't just jump on Discord and say who's turning up.
No, that was that day. No, that was on that day, bro.
That is crazy.
On the Friday, we said we're streaming it.
No,
man.
you have to invite them properly. Okay, it has to be a proper announcement.
All right, fair enough. Next time, we're going to do it. It would have been sick to have everyone in the building. You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
But 100% big up Banks or Boogs. Fight of the year, man. Fight of the year.
Century, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's insane.
Because I think that it might even top the.
You back Ben?
No.
Okay, which one?
Because no, that was not what we're talking about.
Okay.
The Bucky, is it Bucky?
Bucky. Who's Bucky?
Probably his name is not Bucky. Buddy.
What, Terrence Bud?
Yes.
Bud. What, fighting what? Canelo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was a one-way thing.
Yeah. That was a boxing masterclass.
This was also a one-way thing, but I was after he got dropped a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right, so let's see. All right, you said you've got videos. One is definitely not of Dubois. Let's go with the one I like first.
What's the one?
Well, there's an arm above it across his throat, in fairness, from Pablo.
After review.
Obviously, the Discord is open for any fans to come and join us in this sporting segment. First ever time we've done a topic of the day with a sporting segment. Yeah, it's both boxing and footy. Please join us. Okay, thank you very much, Ed. Some other people join the chat, please. Thank you. Let's continue.
West Ham number 19 commits a foul on the goalkeeper. Final decision is direct free kick.
It's disallowed. That is a decision that will be talked about for weeks, months, and years.
Man said years, incredible, incredible.
Because the whole season is.
Bear in mind the injustice that we've been suffering over the past two. Nah, that ain't be talking about in years. Just for the brief period on that stupid. Review analysis show where that stupid bald-headed man comes and gaslights the entire world about what it is that they saw. You understand? Yeah, it's my back foot.
Eventually, could be distilled down to the VAR and the referee deciding whether Pablo has fouled David Raya there.
The thing is, I even love the fact that there's controversy around this. I love it. I love the fact that they scored and it got taken away from them. I love it.
Well, there's an arm.
Here's some. Yeah? Here's a little ounce, a little drop of what it is that we've been going through. Hold that.
Above it, across his throat, in fairness, from Pablo.
After review, West Ham at number 9.
I'm not sure if it is that you tuned into, shout out Yusuf's stream yesterday, because he didn't watch along, innit? But Yusuf, anxiety inducing. Oh my goodness. I'm sat in the control room, right? And I'm thinking, people shouldn't be watching this. If it's crazy, right? If it is that you have problems with anxiety and you have your cortisol levels rises, you shouldn't be watching this because he was a bag of emotions.
Serious.
Brother, it was crazy. I'm thinking, this is not healthy. For him, it's not healthy. I have to be like, all right, I know I have insurance, right? Anything could happen at this point in time. I'm thinking, should I lock this off? Should I do like a buffering thing and then tell him, the internet's cut down? Because Emmanuel, when it scored, he was like, he got up.
Serious.
Yeah.
Very happy.
I'm not lying, Emmanuel.
Oh,
I'm going to clip it up. I'm going to clip it up.
Man.
And then only when it is, like there was VAR, is when it's like, okay, I can sit down now. I'm telling you, I feared.
Serious.
I feared for his health. Good morning, Ed, and good morning. Is it Lex?
Yeah, morning.
How are you, Lex? Come on.
How?
Come on. Come on. Talk to us.
All I can say is around, what was it, 6:30 or something yesterday? Or should I say 6:20 yesterday? Hey, I was a statue, boy. I was a statue. I was all over the place. I was out and about, and I was too far away from home to make it to watch the game. So I just went to my mum's house. Yeah, she's never let me back in that place again. But we scored, and then I'm sitting on the floor. I'm like, yes, so happy. And then when that West Ham goal went in, but I just lay there. Some people just holding me on the floor. I was frozen.
Oh my gosh! So you went through it. You went through it.
Through it, brother. I haven't even recovered yet.
It's too much.
Nah, too much emotions, man.
Tony,
I love football. Love Arsenal, but damn.
Tony, were you the same?
Bro, I fell down to my knees.
Oh my God. Prayers offered up. You became a prayer warrior.
No, bro, not even that, bro. I was about to have my head in my hands, bro. I was screaming. Hey. But you know what? Don't matter. Today's a beautiful day, man.
Come on.
It's a wonderful day.
Rival fans, tears. This is the bro, I had United fans. I had Tottenham fans talking. I was like, bro, we just saved you guys. What are you talking about? Instead of me to say thank you to your big bros. Hey, man. Man are talking about, you know what? I understand the people talking about the grappling stuff. But that's been going on all season. Everyone's been grappled. Arsenal have been grappled. Bernardo Silva got away with a crazy thing against Everton.
Yeah, David Silva.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't the punch. It was you're talking about the grappling, isn't it?
No, he was grappling.
Yeah.
Everton were 3-2 up.
Yeah.
And he was grappling them in the box. They would have won that game.
Yeah. Sorry, talking about the Everton game.
Yeah, so if you know, it's a foul on David Raya. I'm sorry. But, you know, that's the rules.
Can I just quickly say as well? Because I know there's haters in the chat and there's haters in the comment section. It was a foul on David Raya.
Yeah.
We played, is it Everton or Leicester about a year ago or 2 years ago, and Ben White held the keeper's hand.
And it was given the foul.
And guess what? The goal was disallowed.
Yeah.
It's the same situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Case
100%.
closed. There's no argument.
And the thing is, you know what is crazy about it as well. What people are discussing that it's not foul. David Raya has literally claimed so many crosses. He's literally going to claim that cross if they don't pull his hands down. So it wouldn't have been a goal anyway. So
His shirt is also being pulled as well.
Yeah, and look, we don't make the rules, but Ed, can your team do something for us on Wednesday? Can you let me know? Can we get a favour on Wednesday, please?
Of course
For
they
the
are.
mighty Palace boys. I just need a draw. That's all I'm asking for. Can Mateta do something for us, please?
I just can't promise anything. I'm sorry, bro. I head to Leipzig, bro. I'm sorry. I head to purely Leipzig. That's it. Leipzig is the goal. I don't even know if they're even remembering to play football on the other games. I just know it's Leipzig is all we're thinking about right now. But
That final is next Wednesday, right?
We'll try. Yeah. No. It's Wednesday after the last day. So it's the 27th. I think. Yeah.
But didn't you not see what Glasner said the other day?
Yeah. Glasner was like, "Why are you talking to me about other teams? I don't care. I don't care."
Man said you lot had 37 chances to beat this lot. What's the problem?
He's like, I will do what I want when I want, because all I care about is Palace. Yeah, don't talk to me about other things that you should have worried about before. This is not on me. Love it.
Wait, I need Palace to do something. I need to see my team lift that trophy at the Emirates on Monday. And that's what I need to see.
It's still sweet to have Eze lifting the trophy at his spiritual home. Is still a nice romantic story.
I hear it, but
will they give us a title at Palace though? I don't think they'll give us the actual trophy.
No, they will. If it goes to the final day, they will.
Yeah, final day they give.
They can't let us lift that on someone else's ground though.
We've lifted trophies on other people's ground.
I don't think we've ever officially lifted it on their ground. We've won it on their ground. But I don't think we've done the trophy lift on
last day of the season, you have to just lift it where it is. So it'd have to be at Palace.
Yeah, but everyone's saying the real hate watch is PSG, bro. I could, as long as we win the league. Hey, anything after that is bonus. Anything after that is bonus, bro.
Give me my league, man.
Love it.
Give me my league.
Love it. Well,
fellas, the last time we won a trophy, I just started secondary school. I've got secondary school, college, uni. I'm a man, a father, and I ain't won a league title yet. Come on, man.
Well, fellas, I feel that y'all deserve what is coming to y'all this week, because there's going to be a lot of content that y'all can take in. Inject it. Yeah? Inject it.
Yes.
Y'all deserve this. Thank you very much. All right.
Can I just say one thing as well? Sorry.
That's right.
Why do rival fans hate Arsenal so much? Like, we've obviously not been that successful over the last 20 years or something. So where is this hate coming from?
Ask Ed.
Us and Palace got a good relationship. Don't worry.
Ask Ed. Yeah.
Your agenda will never let this go.
Snake in the grass. Yeah, I remember.
No. I was saying just to chat the other day that I just think, to be honest, I look at it from outside looking in. I look at the other big six lot hating on you is purely a reflection on them, innit? Like for them, for the most part, minus City, because I guess City don't really hate on you too much because they've been winning. But for the rest of them, they don't get to win like v City more times. Some of them barely even get into touch Europe anymore. You know what I mean? You know, some are thanking you for saving them from relegation. You know what I mean? So for them, it hurts. It hurts them to see you were always banting for them, innit? For like a good 20 years.
And I get that part.
So you know what I mean?
I get that part, and I almost kind of accept like the top 6 ones. But like the West Ham fans, where is this? Because we see Declan Rice.
Yeah, no, I think Declan Rice. Yeah, Declan Rice is that issue. I don't think it's anything else. I don't think they specifically hate you for any reason.
But even the last couple of years, Newcastle tried to beef us. Just bare random teams want to beef Arsenal for some reason.
That's why I put maybe Arteta maybe as a thing, because I think that happened with Liverpool as well. I feel like certain personalities pee off, like certain manager personalities pee off fans. So I know like Klopp used to vex my lot. Like we used to not like Klopp. Like you know, like when your manager has a certain demeanor, you know what I mean? Like it makes you unlikable for sure. So I think certain clubs it might just be purely Arteta that makes you not likable to them. But in terms of
fault, bro. People are getting paid off engagement on Twitter, bro. Now that they're getting paid, they'll just say anything about Arsenal because Arsenal fans jump on them.
I hear that.
It's just purely.
Oh yeah, no, that too, yeah, 100%. I meant like genuine people, like genuine dislike, not to social media dislike. Social media dislike is just purely clickbait thing, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, engagement
Oh,
family.
Arsenal paid the bills, man. I get that, but yeah,
Yeah,
similar
man.
to what Ed's saying, I'm talking about just everyday people. Like, I don't get it.
Hey,
I just don't
they're
get it.
losers, bro. They let them cry because honestly, the way people say Arsenal fans talk too much, I swear, when we win this league, there's a lot of people's houses that I need to visit
I will be
because they've
insufferable.
been talking.
I will
There's
be
a lot of people's houses,
insufferable.
and don't let me get my
Bro
hands
said
on
he's
that
getting
champ.
on tour.
Don't let me get that hands on that champs because I'm gonna circle back to their houses again, and there better be super malt for me there sitting nicely cooled.
Enjoy this week, fellas. Enjoy this week. But stay for Dubois if you all saw Dubois, please, because we're gonna go to Dubois now, because that was epic. Let me see is there a clip?
Yeah.
All right then. Let's see this clip here.
So gutsy. And he's really trying with that right hand, but he's off target. Body shot from Dubois, who's just marching it down. Very close to the end here. This crazy spot. His one champion all over again.
You know the thing is, I don't even know where to start. I really don't know. And I'm thinking about time. I'm thinking about the post. And I'm thinking, where should we do this? But we have to talk about hair as well, right?
Has to be, man.
Start here, finish there. Go.
Yeah. Oh man, one of the best fights I've ever seen. I think live. I said the same thing about Chris Eubank, Ben, the first one. This one's up there, man. And I got it right.
Did you call Dubois?
I did, man.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I did. Initially, I said Wardley, innit? But remember, during the pulse, I was talking, and it just came to me. I was like, wait a minute. Dubois never capitulated because of pain. You know what I'm saying? It's always been because he's recognized he has no way to solve this conundrum. So what's the point of me continuing? You know what I'm saying? But
You're saying he's a smart man.
Yeah, 100%. I'm also saying that pain don't mean nothing to him. He can keep going. You know what I'm saying?
But if he doesn't have the skill set to win,
that's
when he's
what I said
it's
next.
pointless.
But this is what I was saying. I said it won't be pain. And in terms of skill, he's much more skilled than Wardley. Wardley is not the fundamentals are not there. He only tried one punch the entire fight. He did some uppercuts here and there. But it was the 1-2. Once Dubois caught on, he timed in the entire fight. And Dubois always had a strong jab.
Lex and Ed is on though.
All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always had a strong jab. And again, Dubois has been an amateur. Like, he's been through things, right? Where he's a proper boxer. Wardley, again, no disrespect him. Because nobody comes from a white-collar background and becomes a heavyweight champion in the world, right? And when I say that he didn't win it from a heavyweight champion, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful or whatever, but I do think it plays a part. Even though he did beat Joe Parker, who was a former heavyweight champion. But the reality is, with that skill set, like, you have to remember, skills pay the bills, man. And that's one of the most important things in boxing. Like, you need to have the fundamentals. Wardley's got some fundamentals, right? But Dubois, when it comes to Dubois, there's levels. And this is exactly what I was saying in the post. Like, to me, I said Wardley first because of the momentum and because he had no respect for Dubois. And I was thinking the confidence is there for him to, like, start, like, real quick, hurt Dubois, and just be resilient if Dubois is, like, you know, puts pressure on him. But then I realized, wait a minute, Dubois only has quit, like, and not even being disrespectful to him, against Usyk. You know what I'm saying? And when he did it against Joyce, it was more so because broken eye, orbital bone, all that sort of thing, innit? Like, even a lot of boxers say, you know what, when that happens, it's understandable why you have to stop, innit? Like, it's kind of understandable there. So he took the knee. But the first time against Usyk, he was demoralized. The second fight, I think Usyk laid him out, but I think he could have continued. He looked at the corner, and I think he gave up. He just knew he had no answers. No answers for Usyk. So it was never pain. You know what I'm saying? It was obviously the pain of the eye against Joyce, yeah? And I understand the way he was. But in terms of just, like, fighting, guys, you just have to go back to when he fought Herkovich. Go back to when he fought Miller. Like, they were donging his head, you know what I'm saying? But he kept going through all the pain and was resilient. And when that realization came to me during the post last week on Friday, I said, nah, Dubois has got this. Dubois has got this. And the thing is, I said it might even go to points. And look at that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, oh, early, it's not going to 6. This went to round 11. Obviously, we need to talk about whether It should have been allowed to go to round 11 anyway, right? But I remember sitting there. Big up David, big up Moses, big up Brent. Everyone was there watching the fight. But as soon as I saw Howard Foster was the ref, oh my goodness, the way I shouted, I was like, no, this guy's going to ruin this fight. But when we saw what was happening in the ring, I remember looking at the guys and saying, yo, they have told this guy specifically, if there's one thing you do tonight, do not ruin this fight with a stupid early stoppage. Because this guy was well within his rights to stop this fight 2-3 rounds earlier. Well within his rights. Wardley was done. Dubois was knocking him out, standing, and then knocking him again and waking him up. The guy was done. You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, this was a fight for the ages, man. This was a fight for the ages. It was a one-way beating after a while. And it just shows you, like, skills will always pay the bills when it comes to boxing, man. You have to have the fundamentals. This is not to make this about AJ, but this is why it annoyed me against AJ, because his hands were just low for no reason against Dubois. That was not the AJ that we know. You know what I'm saying? But again, Dubois is respectfully, he's an animal. He's so strong. And the fact that he put on extra weight as well. Went up to, I think, was it the first time he was at 250? We just knew. Like, well, at least I just knew that he was there because he wanted to cause damage. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to cause damage. And he didn't want to be in a situation where, like, even, like, obviously the trade-off would be, he won't be as light on his feet. But he's got the footwork. Look how he was slipping those punches. He timed Wardley. That's all Wardley had. The 1-2. Flick out the jab, 2. Flick out the jab, 2. Every single time just missing. The first punch, 10 seconds. North of the temple, right on top of his head. Okay, cool. But Dubois gets up. He looks at his corner. He's cool. They're telling him what the count is. They're asking him, are you okay? Fine, bounces up. You know what I'm saying? Flash knockdown. At least that's what he said after the fight, right? Third one. The third round. That was intelligence by Dubois. That was intelligence. He was hurt. He said, nope, let me you know what I'm saying? Let me back up, take the knee and rest. Intelligence. Then he got up. After that, it was a wrap. Tough rounds, man. But the skills and the second nature of him, being a boxer and just knowing what to do and slipping those punches, just saw him through. And that jab was relentless. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was just one of the best fights I've ever seen, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, live. So big up the two of them. But Dubois is the guy, man. Guys in the chat, in the Discord, what were your thoughts, man?
It was a great fight. I can't even deny that. That was a great fight. Like, for, I'd say, a solid. Those first 8 rounds, I was like, yo, this is an incredible fight. Like, I genuinely wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it felt like raw. Like, you know, especially I didn't expect Wardley to catch him so quickly. I thought, you know, I expected Wardley to do a lot of sort of just like trying to get, you know, Dubois to sort of, you know, try to come onto him and try and then obviously try and counter him to try and get the right hand and stuff. But, you know, he caught him early. That rattled Dubois. You know, I knew he was going to be fine off the first hit. You know, and like you said, the second time he caught him, even more surprising the second time he caught him, because I thought Dubois seemingly learned from his lesson from the first time, but he didn't. So obviously, yeah, it was smart from Dubois to sort of take that knee and just, you know, regroup and recompose himself and get back in the corner and get a little talking to, get sort of, you know, get his tactics right again, get a little slap from Pops, you know, to get him, you know, back in the game, you know. But after that, yeah, like Dubois took over, and it was. I've always said that, you know, I always expected Dubois to win. I've always said, like, as resilient as Wardley is, like, Dubois technically is, you know, in terms of his skill, is just he's too far ahead of him. Like, I felt that skill was always going to beat resilience at the end of the day, you know. And my only thing where I felt any way about was once it was like you could see, like, his eye was like, once Dubois' eye was pretty much. Wardley, his eye was pretty much gone. Like, he could not see for shit at that point. Yeah. At that point, I'm just like, no, you should have stopped the fight there, in my opinion, because it's like he's literally fighting blind here. Like, it's not. I get that, you know, there's maybe an element of, like you say, them to maybe telling the ref that, look, Wardley's not one of those sort of fighters who's just gonna, you know, bend the break and whatnot, so you can just sort of, you can be a bit more lenient. But at the same time, I'm like, this wasn't the Parker fight. Like, he wasn't giving. enough, on the return to be able to go, okay, yeah, like he might, you never know, maybe something might happen, like in the Parker fight, every so often you felt like, okay, he might do something there, but but this fight, it felt like, pretty much up till he stopped it, that every round was Dubois, and it was comfortable, and like you said, a couple of times he got knocked out on his feet.
Yeah.
And you were just like, yeah, this is getting rough now. Like, I feel like the corner got negligent, the ref got negligent. Like, there's such a thing as too lenient. Like, you know what I mean? There is such a thing as being too lenient. But like I said, but I still, hands down, I commend Wardley for, getting even up to round 11. Like, that's better boxers than him would have, been down like, round 7, round 8.
100%.
So
100%.
To get to round 11, as damaging as that might have been for him, I'm like, yo, like I still he warranted the ovation, and that fight was over, and I still think more people were cheering for Wardley than were cheering for the bot at the end of that fight. Like he's earned, even with me, like I rated him, but I didn't rate him that high. Like even with me, that sort of has brought me to another level of appreciation for his resilience, for his heart.
Yeah.
As yeah, like I put it, remember I was saying like the other when we were talking about Frotch and Kessler, and I was like, Frotch, like you felt like Frotch is willing to die. Like I was
Yeah.
I was like, Woodley might be up on that level too now. I'm like, he might be willing to die.
Yeah, definitely. I think he is.
Like,
I think he is.
So I rate that. I rate that. I can't lie.
So what? Who would you blame? Right? Would you blame the corner? Or would you blame the ref?
I think first thing first, the ref has the ultimate power in it, so I gotta say the ref. But as his corner, just on a personal level, I feel like the corner should have called it first. But at the end of the day, as the ref, you have the ultimate power, so you should have looked to once you could see he couldn't see, like even if his corner sent him out there, he can't see. And he definitely can't breathe because his nose was flat as a pancake at that point. So it's just like, yeah, like you gotta just call it. You just gotta call it a day, like But yeah.
But you know what? Saying that though, the thing is, I don't blame the ref. I don't blame the ref. Maybe it's because I've been so disappointed with Howard Foster, like in the past. Yeah, he's ruined so many fights to me. So many. Remember, it was him that even stopped the fight against Parker. I don't think that should have been stopped. You know what I'm saying at that point. But. And obviously, Frotch Groves, like he did so many things that just annoyed me, right? But the fact that he gave Wardley chance after chance, right? I think that contributed to this fight being what it is. What I'm saying, what it is, and the reason why we're talking about it so much. Like, again, look at Arturo Gatti versus Ward.
I was gonna say that.
Oh my goodness! That fight bring you to tears, man. the punishment that he took. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? Like the ref
that definitely took years off his life.
Oh, 100%.
That's 100%.
100%. And I think this did the same thing for Woodley. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember hearing Barry McGuigan. He said, if I was Woodley, I would never fight again. Done.
I wouldn't even blame him. I can't even lie. I wouldn't even blame him.
Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So oh no. Brent, what was you thinking, man?
So obviously I'm a hobbyist, isn't it? But I quickly realized that Wardley wasn't a boxer.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. Because I was trying to place why you were so hyped up about this, because that was in my head. So I'm thinking two great boxers are meeting, right? But I guess what I saw was there was a guy who could just absorb.
Yeah.
Right? And not be affected at all. Right? Because no amount of bang, bang, bang was shifting that guy. I mean, the only shift I saw was when he came back for a round and then he was like this.
Yeah.
But even when Asa said, I go, then he was like, steady again. So I'm thinking, this is punishment. But I could understand as to why it is the referee kept on kind of looking to see, all right, can I do it now? Can I do it now? Because I would have done it time ago.
Yep, 100%.
Because Wardley was still swinging.
Yeah,
he was still swinging.
Exactly.
Him just like hobbling into the center of the ring was diabolical. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
But to be fair to Howard Foster, though, he covered his back because every single time after that, or from that point, he kept sending him to the doctor.
He kept sending him to the side, and then he was like, look, y'all can see what I want to do.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
y'all should have known by now. I've been
Yeah.
told not to do it.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, are you gonna look after your man?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna take it into your own hands to
Yeah.
basically prevent him from dying
Yeah.
in this ring?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that's exactly what would have happened.
Yeah.
But then again, he's still swinging. Got him a couple times, but to be fair to Dubois, he didn't. At that point in
Got heart,
time,
man.
his mentality was now like, no. Even though I get hit,
Yeah.
I don't have to look back anymore to be like, all right, does he have
Yeah.
skill? Because I've realized he doesn't have the
He
skill.
doesn't. And I've timed him.
He
I-
doesn't
yeah,
have the
yeah.
skill. So I'm going to persist.
Yeah.
Even though I get hit, I'm not going to basically be mentally fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm guessing that is why he did it previously. Because you made
Exactly.
the sentiment that you shared was that if I know that I just don't have what it takes skill wise to beat my opponent, why am I exposing myself to so much damage?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yep, I would take the knee and I'd be like, yeah, I'm finished.
Yeah.
Because I remember when he lost against Usyk,
Yep.
like he got knocked down. He got up and he just walked away.
Just walk straight to the corner. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, he's like,
Wait for the 10.
mentally
I'm
tapped out.
done.
I'm mentally-
That's exactly. That's what happened.
I'm mentally tapped out.
That's what happened.
I charge it sometimes.
Would you prefer to trade that type of fella, right? Or one who could switch off that thing and just keep going? Because he showed a level of, yeah. Because my asked if it is that, like his brother was his son.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that he's on,
It might be.
it's okay, right? Not his brother, but him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm picturing what it looks like in the training sessions with him.
Okay.
Right? I'm picturing there's a reason why he slapped him twice in his face.
Yeah.
Because that's how he knows. Bro,
Wake up. Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because
Yeah.
I've done this to you before and I've seen a response. So let me slap you twice. Bam. Right? And you don't take that as a, oh my goodness, you're abusing me. No, you're like, just like
Yeah. 100%.
sound like a father would tell his son, this is
Exactly.
what you need to do. Come on, son, come on. And then you slap him, go on, let's go. And he goes and he does this great feat.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
exactly what he did.
Yeah.
And when he realized now, okay, those first couple hits, it didn't mean anything. Wally doesn't have anything. He just has one thing.
Yep.
And that one thing, I've trained for this.
Yep. Take it away from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Dubois, like, he was a blinder.
Yeah.
He's a machine.
He was a
man.
blinder.
He is.
100%
machine.
Lex,
He is.
man.
100%.
He's a machine. Like, obviously, everyone laughs at him, says like the whole Lenny thing from like Of Mice and Men, but you got to respect this guy, man. You got to respect this guy, man. And I think like Eman, what you said in terms of like the journey matters. In terms of like Wardley, the journey matters.
Yeah. It does.
The journey matters. You haven't gone through the pain. You haven't put in your 10,000 hours, so to say. But again, credit to Wardley for getting to the level he's got to.
Yeah.
Big credit to him, but on this sort of stage, it shows sometimes that you're just not there, man. And listen, respect to anyone that steps in the ring, innit? Especially against someone like bloody Dubois, boy. Because
I'm telling you.
honestly, there's a switch in that guy's head that is just. It's like I don't know. It's like somebody's on a computer somewhere just typing commands, engage.
Oh no!
He's just not.
Oh no!
It's just mad. Yeah. It's long still. So look, big up both of them. A British boxing classic, I think. British boxing classic, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Large up Dubois. I don't know what's next for him. We're saying Moses next for him. It'd be an interesting fight still.
Yeah. You know the thing, Itama's.
Yeah, y'all keep talking about this Moses guy.
Moses is mandatory, innit? He's mandatory for the thing, innit?
Talk to me about this Moses guy because he doesn't seem as engaged like how this guy is. Like that, Dubai looks like he could kill somebody, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But
I think Moses could as well, though.
Serious? Is that how Moses is moving?
But he's not like.
But Moses is more like the quiet, like the silent assassin. He's just like, okay, I got a fight today. Let me go and fight and go home.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get paid for overtime.
He's one of them.
That's it.
That's it.
And he's very skilled.
Someone's that good at boxing and just is like, oh, I'm good at boxing, cool, and I just do it. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas Dubois is like he's been trained from birth. Like, you know what I mean? You can tell sort of the difference between their mentalities. One is just sort of like, I'm just really talented at what I do, and the other is just like he's been literally cultivated and molded from like pretty much out the womb to become what he is.
But Itama needs to fight two other people, I think.
Yeah.
There's no need to rush him. He's 21? There's no need to rush him. He's not beating the record of Mike Tyson. That's already gone. There's no need to rush him. He's got an entire career. You know what I'm saying? Fight other people and get some real something under the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like
Get
you don't.
rounds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you beat Dillian White, but Dillian White was done, completely done. You know what I'm saying? Then you beat Franklin. Franklin again, you knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Which was fantastic. But Franklin is not top 10. He's not. He's not top 15. Fight
So
fight
who do you
Hergovich.
think you should fight?
Fight Hergovich. You know what I'm saysaying? Fight Hergovich. Fight Miller. Fight those guys who are going to really test you. Because Miller is formidable. You know what I'm saying? Miller doesn't get stopped. Obviously, Dubois stopped him, innit? But that was after how many years out of the ring? You know what I'm saying? Like, Miller is a solid guy. And remember, Miller went into the ring against Dubois over 300 pounds. He was like, what, 350 or something? You know what I'm saying? So, like, fight somebody like Miller. Fight somebody like, I don't know. Like,
He might get his top knocked off again, though.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, those are the people that are going to really test Itama. And I think it's going to help him work on his game. Otherwise, he could become champion and then lose it straight away. You know what I'm saying? Because people like look at Caballero. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caballero is a fighter. Like, Caballero is going to give anyone in the division a hard time. Let Itama fight Zhile Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Those solid guys. Not just somebody who's over the hill. Huh?
What's Moses' longest fight, rounds-wise?
I think like 5.
The last fight was his longest.
Yeah, which was like the 5th round.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's similar to like the AJ thing where AJ was just getting everybody out of it in 2 rounds. Yeah. And then you finally go into 8 rounds and it's like, what the hell is this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
he needs to go. Yeah, he needs to go a few. He needs to at least.
He needs the reps in it.
He needs at least have done at least an 8-rounder.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, look at what made AJ. AJ was knocking all these guys, but remember that fight against Klitschko, that changed his mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, he became so super confident, and he became a world champion, like a real world champion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Itama has not had anything close to the sort. And to jump from beating Franklins and Dillian Whites of the world to go against seasoned vets, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They just know things in the ring, that's going to frustrate the hell out of a new boxer.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like, again, I know you guys referenced it already, but even like Daniel taking the knee at that point, and like, okay, cool, back for breath, and it's go time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or simple things like just putting your weight on your opponent.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just put your weight on your opponent.
That's it. Those are the things that you learn from the experience, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's tough. Like, it's too early. It's too early, man. There's just no need to rush. 21 years old. Come on, man. No need to rush.
So do you guys think British boxing is getting back into a good place? Obviously, when AJ kind of had like his main moment a few years ago, it was in a really good place, and then it kind of dipped. I think it's on the rise again, though, man.
Oh, 100%.
Who are the Americans?
What, heavyweights?
Yeah.
Heavyweights, Sud-American heavyweights. And
Wilder.
Yeah, but Wilder's done. Miller. Who?
Yeah, I was gonna say technically Wilder is still today. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'd say obviously Anderson.
Is Anderson good?
Yeah,
Hunter?
but Michael Hunter. But even him, what's the last fight he's had? You know what I'm saying? We've not seen him for many years. Anderson was good, but when he got beat up by Bacoli, and then after that, he had a fight after Bacoli where he didn't really impress. Anderson is not a guy that really wants to be a boxer. Put it that way.
Bacoli?
Congolese, African, solid guy, man. He's been hurting a lot of guys in sparring. He used to spar Usyk, he used to spar a lot of guys. He got stopped by, who did he get stopped by? Parker. Well, second round, didn't it? But that was literally, they just gave him like, a week's notice to fight because something happened. Who was Parker's opponent? Dubois. Dubois pulled out, got sick. Then they called him last minute, come to Riyadh, fight. He went there, you know what I'm saying? He just finished eating.
For the bag, innit?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Collect some cash.
That's what he
Can't
did.
blame him, though.
Yeah. And then after that, he had a fight with F.A. Jagba, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, wait. That's the coming. That's coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or did they have the fight already?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
No.
Okay. I think that's the fight they're trying to make.
No, Jagba's last fight was Martin, isn't it?
Okay.
So the heavyweight division, it's the Brits that are doing the best.
I think the British fighters are just maybe edge the Americans, but it's not like a big gap. I wouldn't say it's like a huge.
It's not a landslide.
But Usyk still has it.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
three of the
Usyk's got
belts. Dubois got
Usyk's
one.
got
Yeah.
I
But
seen him
Usyk.
and AJ doing the Rocky thing on the beach the other day.
But
That guy's too funny, man.
I think Usyk should just retire, give up the belts, man. He's fighting some bloody kickboxer, man,
Yeah.
in bloody Egypt. For what?
And they dressed him up like a pharaoh or something.
Can you imagine? It's all nonsense, man.
Cash rolls everything around me, man.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Hey, I can't blame him, man. He's coming towards the end. Let him make his bread. No,
Yeah, that's true. He has the right. 100%.
See, there's no one left for him anyway.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it, kind of thing at this point in his career. Like, he's got a couple more. He's only at class 2 years max left in him. Take a little bit of bread every so often, if you want.
And the reality is, who beats him? Still,
Exactly,
at this age, who beats him? Still,
still to beat him. 100%.
Good morning, Moses.
Yo,
come on, we saying, man.
Your man got thumped up.
If Dubois don't fight Moses soon, Moses is gonna dispatch of him when he gets to that point that he's ready. He needs to fight him sooner rather than later.
For Dubois' sake.
What are we talking? Within a year, 2 years?
A year. But even then, I think he's 28. He's 28. Moses is quick.
Yeah.
He's quick. He's powerful. He's switched on, bro.
There's no way they go
as well.
machine
Don't
for
get me
machine,
wrong.
bro.
He's the bar's quick as well. He's got quick feet, a very good jab. The bar's got a great jab. But if Moses can slip that jab, yeah, it's night. That's what I think.
But they ain't getting machine for machine if they get in the ring. No way.
No.
It's not going to be that
definite.
type of fight.
Yeah.
That couldn't be that type of fight, no.
It's not going to be that type of fight. It's not going to be a brawler versus Moses. Ain't going to stand there and box with him in the middle of the ring. He's not going to do that. He's going to slip. He's going to move out the way, and he's going to capitalize on his opportunities. You know what I mean? Which was something that when we was watching a fight the other day,
landlord settings,
I kind of failed to see that happening between both Dubois and Wardley. When there were opportunities to capitalize, sometimes they were missed. I don't see Moses doing that. Moses is going to jump on it.
Has he taken a hit yet?
That's the youth part of Moses, where I think he's just more willing to take that risk.
Very agile, very quick.
Those man, obviously they're more experienced, though, but Woodley less so. But you know what I mean? But they're older, more experienced. So yeah, I think the time as youth would make him take those shots that those guys don't. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But that still remains to be seen, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like,
it's on paper.
How much of a shot you can take.
Yeah.
Has Moses been hit properly?
I mean, he's been hit maybe a couple of times against Franklin, but he hasn't been hit where it's challenged him or everyone's fought any. You know what I'm saying? Like in boxing, you get hit, but he hasn't been hit like hard. Nah, nothing like that. And I think that's the problem. We don't know.
When AJ got hit hard, he wobbled, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Against Ruiz.
Because he was imperious.
Even before Ruiz, we saw him against Dylan White. Dylan
White.
White. Second round, right? Was it second round or fourth round?
Early round, definitely early round. I think it was second or fourth.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was in trouble against Dylan White.
Yeah.
You know, so we haven't seen
it. And what's the name? Klitschko hit rock him as well.
Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Just imagine meeting Wardley on a night in Napa.
Yeah.
Thinking that it's just a fella.
I'm telling you, you know. You got to kill him.
What's in a recruiter or something like that?
Yeah, recruitment. Professional.
That is insane.
It's so funny you say that, yeah. Brendan, it's so funny you say that because I was thinking that guy, you'd meet him on your night eye and give him your best shot.
Oh man, yeah, you're done, you know. Nah, but you just after that first punch,
just run.
Oh man,
either run or apologize.
Hey, we all brothers here, man. We all black people, man. We need to be better, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hug it out, bro. What we did? This is stupid.
We all got, bro.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Fellas, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
It's been wonderful.
No worries, man.
It's been wonderful. Thanks, Lex. Enjoy this week, brother.
Yes.
Enjoy this week.
Right now.
Come on.
We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue on the post, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's more we need to talk about. We got to talk about potential fights in the future. We got to talk about the corner, Ben Davison, what's going on, Don Charles. We got to talk about Howard Foster. For that, referee of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because every other year, my goodness. I'm telling you, I can forgive the other crap because of this. You know what I'm saying? He has ruined so many fights for me, I'm telling you. Honestly. You saw how I shouted when I saw him. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Nah, but Oh yes, Banks of Books. Shakur signed to Zufar and Haney potentially. I've not looked into it, but I did see a what do you call it? A headline about that. I'm not too happy about that, to be honest with you, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll talk about it all on the post, man. Banks of Books. Make sure you sign up to the post, man. Be there in what 10, 15 minutes, Brent?
No.
How long?
20.
20 minutes, guys. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put this up and then have to go over there.
Okay. Latest 11:30, guys.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for tuning in. It's been a good one. And yeah, hope everyone has an amazing rest of the day. The post TMB, guys, we're gonna be there in half an hour max. You know what I'm saying? Peace.
Be kind to each other, drink plenty water, vote for the Greens all the time. Some great housing policies and stuff.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. And mind your business and see you all tomorrow at 8:15.